Roll the window down. This is not your traffic stop. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to break your window. You are under arrest for obstruction of justice. Thank you.
See over here. They are Russian airborne forces.
I address you today as your queen.
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. Are you, like, medically speaking, are you
like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
Are you? I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. I think she.
What are you doing? I'm trying to turn this complaint in. Yeah. For what?
I'm trying to walk in, you know, give him my complaints like I'm supposed to, feel me?
Check. There it is. That was actually, nope, not muted. Actually, that was because at the last moment I realized I actually had not started my NVIDIA broadcast and it was working, but it could cause some problems if it's not properly running. So I started at the last second, which then killed my mic. So anyways, ED209. Come on. Do you see some fucking shamrocks around here? We got this. We got this. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? It's been a bit of a while. I got a bit of a frog all of a sudden. I was trying to get that out right before I went live, so. But anyways, yeah, it's been a little while, eh? Got this nice polka dot cup. You like that? I aim to please around here. The next thing I got to do is wrap my... Ooh, it is warm. I'm in a basement. It's cold. So, how's everybody doing? No Irish tech. No, we don't got that Irish tech around here. Sturdy Canadian technology. Sorry, I need a gif of something lighting on fire. Oh no. We got our shit together. We were Nortel Networks before the Chinese stole it to make Huawei. Or Huawei? I don't want to pronounce that name anymore. It doesn't conform to my understanding of pronunciation. It's my problem. But I get that. So how's it going, Keith Newton? We got NANA, Abby, Poland. Is that Poland or Poland? See, ooh, how do I pronounce that? We got Mr. Andrat jabbing me with a knife as he should. Chris Collins, AZ Jeep Girl. You guys, if you haven't seen AZ Jeep Girl, she rides around in this tiny little pink Jeep. I once posted a picture of it. I found her, and it was it's adorable. They all like little bows in their hair, and having a great time. It looks like it's like a ride along Barbie Power Wheel or something. I'm not entirely sure, but. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you don't know. But if you do, there's a community post way back. It's when Chili was like, I know who AZ Jeep Girl is. I've identified her. Christine Lovelace. Nice name. I like it. Just like the name True Love. Show me some Beaver. Everybody wants the Beaver. That's how the world turns. It's literally, it's just, in fact, we all wouldn't be here if the Beaver loving was never. I fucked that whole thing up, but you get it. We're just gonna abandon house on that one. We're gonna move forward. I was like reading the comments and trying to talk at the same time, and it was like patting my head and rubbing my tummy. Hey Sam, how you doing? Pat Gallagher. Man, I'm butchering names tonight. This is bad. Anyway, so not sure if you we'll just jump right into it. Not sure if you all saw. But Directy, hello, Judy Johansson. Conspiracy. Johansson. Yeah, I did pronounce that right. And Conspiracy. Nice. It's like frayed edges had me. I was like, fried edges? I was like trying to put some sort of like foreign flair on it or something like that. I'm not sure if I thought it was Italian or something like that. I can't quite remember, but then it caught on me. McAddix. How you doing, buddy? Maple Leaves, let's go. Well, I'm wearing a very Canada shirt. It's got hockey sticks on it and shit. So, Canada, eh? Anyways, that was not by design. But, so, I don't know if you saw, but DirectD has gone full Sov Sit. But, hey, guys, Sovereign Citizen is an oxymoron, okay? And, yes, however, am I, like, Mandela affecting, or was there not a time when the sovereign citizens actually called themselves sovereign citizens? And then we all started calling them sovereign citizens, and they were like, whoa, that you can't, that is an oxymoron, you're an idiot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, somewhere along the way, I'm pretty sure that they called themselves that. We didn't just make that up. Direct D trying to steal. No. Chris Collins, it gets so much better. I posted on my community section. I mean, we're going to get into it. We'll look at the arrest first. We'll look at D's angle, his claims, some other angles, as well as some footage. Like I framed something a little bit. So we'll take a little look at that. And then we're going to take a look at Direct D's fee schedule. Right. Yeah, exactly. A fee schedule that he has, I guess, sent to all the different departments of the Arizona state, judicial and stuff like that. And it's like the whole, like, man, you should see his fees. The guy is worth some money, I'll tell you. He must be making bank, because it's like $75,000 an hour to like speak on the stand. We'll take a look at it. There's a lot of different numbers there. Suffice to say, they are in thousands. So is it notarized? Hey, listen, McAddix, even if it was notarized and somebody makes that comment, notarizing it is just, and D even seems to be aware of that, but still, notarizing it is really just proof that you signed it. It doesn't like make it official if it's notarized. It just makes it so all a notary is basically somebody who swears under oath, like using, because they've been vetted through the government, like to be trustworthy and all that, and they're basically using their authority as a notary to, or notar, whatever, to essentially just put their stamp on it, literally, that says they were there, they witnessed you sign it, and they know for a fact, or to the best of their knowledge, using their skills and their ability to look up information, that you are who you say you are through identification and whatnot, and that basically this wasn't forged in any way. But then, of course, you can get notaries that are bullshit. So now they do take notaries pretty seriously. So I don't know. They're probably more reliable than not, to be honest with you. But there are still. It's like anything. But anyways, so he presented them with a fee schedule, and then basically, you know, yeah, he's not fucking around either. Like, this is the best part. I have a couple little clips we'll look at of his chats, like in the comment section of his post, and like he honestly, I think, believes what he's saying. So like it's all like contract with me, and like the state is a corporation, and that, like, you know, so then he's citing like commercial acts and shit. It's really crazy. And somebody, I think, in one little blurb tears them apart pretty good, but we'll take a look at that. So now that you have an idea of what we're about to get into, let's get into it. Remember, if you at me, I do get a little bright little you know, bright little orange glowy thing like the rest of you that shows me that you're chatting. I know that's not as easy on the phones, but if you at me, I definitely see your comment a little bit brighter. So let's get, hey, listen, it's not always just chili popping down. I know, right? It was so much easier than I thought it was. I was putting it on a pedestal. I was putting it up on a pedestal up there with the pussy. Sorry if there was a child in earshot. And if you haven't seen 40-year-old version, you have no idea what I'm talking about. What's up on the pedestal? I don't understand. Here, I'll test a subscriber. No, test a member? Sure, test a member. Screaming Beaver. It's amazing. Look at, I steadied the beaver. Look at it. It follows him instead of the background now, so you don't get shaky beaver anymore. Nobody wants a shaky beaver. So, anyways, moving to DirectD quickly and efficiently. Obviously, the other day I posted my video, and instead of watching that, which if you haven't seen, go check out that short video I posted the other day. It did quite well. But here, we've got this ready to go here. Let's see. It's like that with the sound effects and everything. I don't know if you heard, but I made like a swishy sound. Here we go. Okay, so audio, so we don't have one of those shamrock moments.
Tempe Court, or the Tempe Jail. If anyone wants to get the Tempe police number posted in the chat, that way we could get the calls rolling in. It was Anthony Nardini. Nardini is the same officer who hit Chris with the door, splitting his shin open a few months back.
Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, hold on, you gotta be patient here. Let's zoom forward. This is that right after he got arrested. He's like filming himself on, I guess, Chris's phone somehow. I don't know, because they're logged into D's account here, and they're like driving in the truck, and they're like showing what just happened. But anyways, so to give you context, this was the night. Oh no, the truck was the next day. Sorry, I don't know. He did 2 streams. He deleted them both. So I tried to capture them, but I actually had to grab this off another channel.
You can see him in the background right there.
A true pube beard. Yeah, he's pretty scraggly. I think your chat isn't updating on your screen. Oh shit, yeah, it isn't. You're right. Okay, wait, I've had this problem before. Ooh, what's this? Has become a member. Maybe that's a renewal? Oh no, there you go. Oh yeah, it says that when you... Let's see, love the Screaming Beaver. I don't know why it doesn't give the message when it's a member thing. That's really annoying. But anyways, yes, the Screaming Beaver has returneth. We'll be adding more. But every once in a while, by the way, Chili's still in there. He's set up as a rarity now. So he's like an Easter egg, guys. So now when you... I think I got it set to all of them. Donate, member, all that stuff. There is a chance that you will draw a Chili. He'll come down, tell you he's going to dox you, threaten you, and then move on with his life. Well, we wish, but what was I about to do? Oh, the chat was frozen. Fuck. I might have hit the Deutschie before we started here. Let me just move this chat. There, that's better. There we go. Fix that. Okay, thank you. I'm telling Paula you're stealing the recordable CDs. Oh, it's such a good movie. I like the part where Kevin Hart goes to leave and he's like, I'm gonna come back, and he does like clap, clap, clap. All you motherfuckers is dead. And he's like, what did I do? It don't effing matter. He's all pissed off. Oh yeah, squirrels are everywhere, Mr. Andret. They roam around the studio. All right, come on, big boys, you can get there. So this is the angle from the hell's this guy's name again? Tempe. But look at here. Okay, so he was shining at the officers. That's fair. I don't think he denies that one.
He said, I'm giving you one warning. He said, I'm giving you one warning. You shine that light in our face again, you'll be arrested.
So, and then he roams around again, and you'll see him on the other side here. He goes by. We do get D's angle here. Okay, now I want you to notice that it is bright. Now, the angle that Tempe is standing behind, like he's not directly when the light flashes between them, so it's not like a direct shot, but he's at the same height profile as these officers, and he's fairly farther back, to be honest with you. And I want you to see how bright this light is, because remember, this is one of those, this isn't a normal flashlight. This is one of those multi-million candle power flashlights kind of thing.
Yeah, he goes running in circles.
So like right there already, I think I can frame it. Oh, maybe I can't. Oh, I can't frame by frame on this one. Shit, that sucks.
Running in circles.
But if you look, I mean, it's pretty clearly, and I got other angles here too we'll look at. But I mean, I would say that it's bright enough to argue that he's, you know, putting a distracting bright light towards the officers, and he's running around like a goddamn fucking fool. Let's just be honest. It's one of those high-powered lights that people use on cars to blind you. Well, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's one of those. But either way, so his claim is different, though. He claims that he's just an innocent jogger, essentially. I mean, he knows he's fucking around there, but he's essentially an innocent jogger who is just shining his light at the ground. And I will give you that from his perspective, it does. I mean, it's quick enough that it does almost appear that he's shining at the ground, but you'll see. There's a lot happening in a very short period of time that we're gonna break down here. So anyways, this is basically the footage that we started with on the night the news broke. So this is why I'm starting here, because this is the first piece of information we all got.
Light on the ground.
So we'll let that happen naturally here one last time here. So just uninterrupted.
Yeah, he goes running in circles. Light on the ground. What did he do? Hey, I'm picking up the flashlight. Pick it up later. Oh, and by the way, the flashlight is evidence.
Of course. Oh shit, that was loud. I am so sorry. Oh my god. Anyways, now that you have nothing left of your eardrums, I'm sorry. So that's where so that is where we started with. We had that as the breaking news. I would argue that he was shining in their face. His fans would argue that we're all a bunch of cocksuckers. I mean, they would, but I don't really care what they think. So as the sadness enters my soul. Don't cry in front of them, Beaver. Don't cry. They'll use it against you. They don't let them see your pain. I'm just a dirty bootlicker. I have to tell myself that in the mirror every day. I look myself right in the eyes and I say, "You're just a goddamn bootlicker, aren't you?" I always tell them that they're using a nice green apple boot polish now. It's delicious. It's a seasonal thing. Like in the fall, it's pumpkin spice. In the spring, they go with a lot of fruity accents, just because it's winter's depressing, so it's nice to get tropical feeling. Headphone warning. Shit, I didn't know that was going to be that loud at the end, because that's not mine. I sound level everything for you. Hailing frequencies are open. I was trying to summon aliens. with the audio levels. So, getting back to D here, because you know that's where the fun is. Let's move back into here.
Are you supposed to be communicating?
How far? Oh yeah, skip his bullshit. He's got like intros and everything. It's just okay. So their night started with apparently spotting what appears to be a drunk driver. I'm gonna mute his shit for a second because I don't really know where he gets his music from. Yep. So how's everybody doing? No audio. Oh, love your channel. Thank you, Sly Tendencies 87. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Your takedown on Dave Douchebag Bear was. Who are we talking? Dave Douchebag Bear. I'm trying to think who we're talking about right now. Man, I know who we're talking about, but Dave. I'm trying to think of which Dave we're talking about right now. Sly, remind me of what video. And believe it or not, it gets hard to remember when you're up in the 200 mark or something. I don't know how many are actually videos versus live streams, but it's a lot of content at this point, I guess. Okay, so here we go. Audio. Thank you. Yes, he wants the people of Arizona to pay for his legal expenses, but wait until you like. Oh God, like you just don't. Oh, it's just I can't. It's beautiful. Like it's a work of art down here. Just don't. We're gonna get there. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. You're getting ahead. We got to get there. We got to get there. Thank you. Yeah, but we got to get there. Oh, Dr. Dave. Oh yes, of course. That fucking goat. Oh my God. That I really loved that part when I did the goat scene. If anybody doesn't know what to talk about, I'll bring it up in a second here. Let me throw this on though. So apparently the story is they spotted. Okay, let me just set this up and then I'll let it run for a minute. They spotted a drunk driver, called the police, and then, I mean, their luck, right? I mean, they're cop watchers, so they then proceeded to follow the police to the spot. Well, I mean, probably because they're such good Samaritans, right? They just wanted to make sure that this man was apprehended, and that they could film it and harass the police. Dr. Dave, who gains 1,000 subscribers. Hey, he ain't got nothing on Chili, okay? Chili's pushing 3K a day some days. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Oh man. Shit, I wish I could gain 3,000 subs a day on 2,000 views a video.
We know Nardini.
I don't know, but what's gonna...
Are you supposed to be communicating my information to other people?
I can say whatever I want, man.
You can say my name to other people?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah?
So I'm in the middle of
Sure?
investigation. So
I called for this, dumbass.
all right, just let us do our investigation.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yes, so because you called for it, you've got veto rights on being an app. Like, hey guys, listen. If you call the police, you can be all the asshole you want. If you want to burn that fucker to the ground, just light it on fire, call the police, call yourself in even. They can't do nothing to you. It's... Oh, no doxing. No, listen. This is not doxing. Oh, what are we talking about, though? Listen, Christopher says his name all the time. Everybody knows he lives in Mesa. He doesn't shy from it at all. In fact, he's proud of his name. So, you know, I don't know what we're talking about there, but definitely he doxes himself.
Talking to us while we're doing our investigation, okay?
I can talk all I want.
Right?
All I want. Where's the supervisor?
It's not my job to protect his anonymity when he doesn't at all. Like, in any way, he just puts it out. He's super happy to tell you he's Christopher Ruff. Normally.
Your supervisor out. Call the lieutenant. I want Giltonen out here.
Listen, all right?
Giltonen.
If you keep distracting us from our investigation, we're gonna place you under
Giltonen.
arrest, okay?
You're gonna arrest me for calling
Well,
you
Sly,
for a
he's
drunk
the
driver.
definition of a sob sit
Call
you'll see
Giltonen
soon.
out here.
He doesn't know it, though. He thinks he's not.
It's Sunday. I don't know.
Sunday?
If it's
It's Saturday morning.
Sunday
Oh,
morning.
Sunday morning. Call the LT out here.
I mean, at least D's got a shaved head. At least he could probably put on a sweet Karen wig. Hey, Karen, you're not getting a supervisor. Get your supervisor down here right
You're
away.
recording all this, right? Stay here with me. He just threatened to fucking arrest me.
I don't think, Mr. Andrat, I do not believe that there is any law that says you cannot tell somebody what somebody else's name is. If he proceeded to write Christopher's home address on a piece of paper and hand it to the guy and say, hey, listen, he lives over here, that's his address, that would probably be a problem. But, and I will give you, I'm making a video about this right now, I will give you that he did it because he doesn't like Chris, and I'm sure, but like right now he is just talking to the guy, and the guy probably said, who the fuck is this? And he said, well, that's Christopher Ruff, don't worry about him, he's just a douchebag. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, I imagine, but
All of his bottles are in the other parking lot over there.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he broadcasts his own info all the time. He probably has I am Christopher Ruff tattooed on his penis, to be honest with you. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you got me?
So he does laps right here around the police is the thing that's really crazy. I haven't even looked how many people are in here. 80 concurrent viewers. We only got 37 likes in here. Hey, do me a favor. Reach down, hit that like button. I'm just gonna borrow it. If you don't want to give it to me at the end, you can take it back. You just gotta hit it again. But just let me borrow that like from you. Just for now. I'll just take it. I'll borrow it. I'll put it in my back pocket. And then if you don't mind, I'll just keep it. But if you do mind, you just take it back.
So if I keep talking, I'm gonna get arrested? Talk.
It's ridiculous. It's like my children to each other. Lara, stop it. It's like, his feet are in my area. Get your feet out. It's like, oh, Chris.
All the LT out here, requesting the supervisor.
Oh no, Mr. Andret, I'll play something for you in a second. That is amazing, okay? I was looking for clips of him saying his name, okay? And by the way, when we get into this part, I want to show you. So this is lap 2, right? He's about to do lap number 2, okay? He does 3 laps, okay? 3 laps. But in this case, as a drunk driver, the drunk driver doesn't need to know who turned him in. Oh, yes. No, Jojo, yeah, I agree. However, I will tell you this. I'm not entirely sure how it works because, I mean, I'm not. But I do believe that there's a good chance that his name would be on the reports of sorts, wouldn't it? Like, I think his real age is 11, his mental age is about 4 at best. That's fair. Like, somebody who knows, tell me. Like, if somebody turns, like, it's going to be part of the report, isn't it? Like, like, I don't think you can stop him from finding out who you are. Unless the accuser just becomes the police because the police came there because there was a call and then they just omit the resident that called it in. But I mean, I know that when I call the police, they want to know your name because they want to know who's calling this in. So I don't know. But I agree with you, Jojo, that the cop is doing it because they have history and, you know, he probably knew it would piss Christopher off. Plus, Christopher has been posting their bullshit. Like, look at, just so you know. Here, watch. Like, not that, and again, it doesn't make it right, okay? So, but let's just, oh, look at that. Apparently, he's busy, that's for sure. I mean, his poor wife's raising the kid alone. But anyways, so there's like him posting about that guy right there. And, you know, he's got a picture of him and his wife. He put a little pig face over her, you know, that's sweet. And then here's the other officer, because of course he's ass hurt. He's upset. He's like a toddler. So here's him posting about the other officer and, you know, I don't know, telling truth or stories, and who cares. And then, you know, here's the other thing that we're going to get into in a minute. But so, yeah. Oh, but okay, but this part. This is lap number 2, okay? Hold on. Okay, so hold on. Hold on, I want you to see what I did here. That's loud, so let me turn that down. Here. This is lap 2. Oh, you can't see the guy on the right. Oh, it's pinched down. That sucks. I'll have to make that so... Wait, does this one work? Oh, yeah, here, let's try this. Hey, he's in Mario Kart World. It's lap 2, guys. Lap 2. Come on. It was a little pinched down there. You couldn't see all of it, but it was it's a sweet Mario Kart scene. I've probably already been claimed by Nintendo for that tiny use of that little beat. They're just, if anybody here doesn't know, Nintendo is like the most malicious company on the internet when it comes to protecting their copyrights.
Suck my balls.
That was a good place to come back in.
Take your hand off your gun.
They're always telling them, take your hand off your gun. This cop has his hand on the gun. It's like, you know how annoying it would be to have a belt full of like gun and baton and stuff. There's really nowhere. I said this before to people, like you don't get a lot of options. Like the problem becomes that's why you see a lot of this, tucking their hands in their vest, or you see them sitting with their hands like resting on their gun or their holster and stuff, because otherwise what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to like hold your belt buckle and lean on it like you're some sort of fucking cowboy. It's just the stupidest thing ever. Like, get your hand off your gun. It's like, dude, he's just like, that's where his hand goes. That's why they put the gun there. That's like a natural spot for you to put your arms. Yeah, stupid people. That's my Nintendo behind me, I'm pretty sure. My original. Right there. Right there. Right there, sitting there, along with my first Xbox. Poor N64, though. I did sell that one years ago. But I used it to buy Xbox, so I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. That was when I was a kid. All right, so here's... Okay, so here he is, shining his light on the ground as a poor, helpless jogger, everybody. And while I will give you that he, generally speaking, keeps the flashlight on the ground for the most part. However, I would like to point a couple things out here, okay? So, I have prepared this very meticulously, okay? Now, I was having a lot of fun while I was recording this, and you have to just deal with the fact that this is me in my natural ADHD state when you hear this, okay? Oh, wait, I can't hear shit. Like, if you look at the wall behind here, like, check it out. Look at the top of the car. Magic, where he manages to flash the light at the wall and the ground at the same time. Ooh. Magic. That's some sweet magic. Hold on, there's more magic coming, guys. I got frame forward a little bit. I get lost here for a second. We'll fast forward a couple more frames here. Get to a different spot. Here we go. More magic, where he manages to light up the police officers and the top of the car. His buddy seems to get lit behind him. Look at Tempe. Tempe lights up. Hold on. You get to hear my sweet music again, though. Hold on. This is epic, right? Yeah, I know. His buddy seems to get lit behind him. Yeah. By the way, I have been talking to record labels. Okay, this is a serious thing. Magic. More magic. Look at the top of that car. Look at the cop behind him. The power of light. Oh, look at Tempe's shirt in the background even. Look at him light up. Look at this guy. Hey, he's just shining that light on the ground, guys, and at the car. Light, dark light, dark light. Neat, huh? think the wall behind him lights up too in the next part too. I'm pretty sure I show that. Anyways, I think you get the point there. So yeah, but one other piece of key. This is key to me too. Okay, so let's go to Tempe's channel. Thought I had that up. I do not have that up. Okay, well we're gonna have to bring that up. Yeah, Tempe. How the fuck do I spell Tempe again? Here we go. Okay, so here's what I find telling. Okay, so here's his best bro Tempe. Oh wait, I can't wait. Before we keep going. Oh man, we have to take a break and just go back to this one thing because we were talking about him saying his name and
No.
hold on, I want you to see this. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Ear warning for all the little tiny ears around. If there is a child listening, you are not going to want them to hear this part. And if you know, obviously, if you listen to this at work, that's just a bad idea, unless you have earbuds. So that's on you, okay?
Court, my name's Christopher Ruff. Please fill my... I don't care what you got to do. Write my ticket right now. I want mine first. Write my shit first. I want to go into court. Make sure your names are on the reports, too. Oh, we're going to make this fun, boys. Christopher Ruff. Hey, Christopher Ruff. Christopher Ruff. Christopher Ruff. No, you don't got to tell him that. It's just your true name. That's it. Christopher Ruff. Write it down. Hurry up. Hurry up. Christopher Ruff. CHRISTOPHER. I don't have to give you an ID. That's not how it works, dumbass. You need to fucking brush up on the laws, you stupid piece of shit, motherfucker. Christopher Ruff, CHRISTOPHER RUFF. Christopher Ruff. Christopher fucking Ruff. Say it for me. Say it for me. Give me a hard on. Come on. Say it for me and give me a fucking...
See, I told you, all these auditors have troubles coming. I swear to God, I've said it in multiple videos. I'm going to say it again. He literally needs the cop to say his name to get a hard on. I'm obviously joking, but hey, listen, you never know. Every man has his own form of Viagra, okay?
Hard on. Say me and that's not what the ARS says, you stupid piece of shit. True full name, if I'm lawfully detained, I just gave it to you, go fuck yourself. Ha ha. Ha ha.
I already gave it to you.
Ha ha. True full name, that's it. Hurry up.
Well, I gave it to you. That's not my fault you weren't listening.
Oh,
Anyways, I think that's funny. And then, of course, later he's like, pretty sure the next one, it's right at the end here. There it is. It's like at the end, he's like, look at it.
You heard him, he said,
Oh,
Chris,
no,
stay in the vehicle.
Yeah, not that one. This one.
Darian Barrett. His name is Darian Barrett. This is Darian Barrett, and I'm Christopher Ruff. Oh, man, it made me so proud to say my name. I don't know why they get all weird about it. You know what I mean? I love my name.
It's like, why are you telling him my name? And I get it. It's the guy they called the cops on and stuff. It's fine. It's just funny to me. And then like I went looking for him saying is like being like, I am Christopher Ruff, because I know he says it all the time. And it was like the first video I clicked on was this. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So anyways, back to Tempe, which is this one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to see. Now, this Tempe has completely different angles. And we know Tempe has different angles. They need a name to be a name to be aroused and a badge number to finish. 100%. If he doesn't get a badge number that night, he cannot climax. I have told you people this time and time again. It is just a little thing that I've learned. They have troubles climax. It's true. I'm sorry. Listen, guys, prove me wrong. I don't know how you're going to do it. Pixar, it didn't happen. I don't know what to say. So we know Tempe has different angles. The reason we know he has different angles is because we know he has different angles. We have this hog shit back here that he showed on the first night, which is where we get this beautiful still right over here. Oh, that was it right there. Hard to stop it right on because I can't do frame by frame
Yeah,
on this
he
one.
goes running in circles.
But as you see, it shines pretty brightly in this area. So that's where we get this from. Now, the thing that I find telling now, so now this was Tempe on the original night. This is the angle. This is where he was standing. We know that's where he's standing because we can see him standing there. Right there. So we know that's him, and we know he has a different angle, and he caught all of that. Now, here's his channel. Also don't know where he gets his music from, so we're just going to fast forward a little bit. By the way, hey, Tempe, if you do manage to, yes, the vanilla makes me hard, it's true. Tempe, if you watch this, and somebody could clip this even and send it to him, like, you're a better editor than Chris is, just so you know. Don't tell Chris I said so, but I watched both your videos, and you're actually a better editor, just so you know. Just keep that in mind. Sorry, Chris. Tempe actually knows how to edit. You've just got critical mass at this point. You should be getting Tempe to edit your videos. I think he could do a better job. I don't know. So wait, you can actually hear what they're saying at this angle. I don't know who either of these guys are. And then the cop's like, that's Christopher Ruff. They got some bad blood. It's true. Hey, well, Chris is posting his wife all over the fucking internet. You can fuck off, Chris. Sorry. Hey, there is new merch. It looks better than the old merch. The old merch, I think the original old merch I literally just wiped away because the new stuff is just so much better. Now, I can't speak for the quality from Teespring. I think it's, you know, okay. Let's put it that way. It's Teespring. But there is merch there. I mean, things like water bottles are timeless, I find, but because, you know, it's like you don't have to worry about it shrinking. You might lose its label, but it's still a water bottle at the end of the day, right? I saw a license plate today. It said vanilla. So that's why you're back. She's like, you streaming tonight? She's like, just saw a license plate and thought about you. She didn't say that, but now I'm putting it together here. Hey, and because he called for it, he is immune to being told to fuck off by the police, everybody, just so you know. So just keep that in mind. Remember, you want to burn that bitch to the ground. Just call the police and then burn it. And then you can do anything. You're like a golden god.
You're gonna arrest me for calling you for a drunk driver. Paul Giltonen out here. Call the LT out here.
Call your mama. Tell her I've been bad. Okay, so we have completely different angle from Tempe, right? Okay, so moving forward. Now, where do you think Tempe's footage stops, eh? Like, we got, where is it? Chris walks around. Here we go. Lap 2, right over here. Here we go. Lap 2. Yeah, here you can see Chris's smoke. There it is. There's Chris's smoke. He's like a choo-choo train. You can see him coming. He's like the train who thought he could, you know, or something to that effect. He's like, I think I can. Whoop, whoop. He just blows little puffs of smoke everywhere he goes. Stories say it smells like Calvin Klein cannabis mixed with a little bit of, I mean, I don't know that he smoked cannabis. I don't really care if he does, but still, the waft of CK1 and tobacco when he enters the room, you know?
Anthony, he's fine. Just do your job.
Tempe, well, there's the Tempe police, but the guy standing here is Tempe against police violence. It's his scraggle-bearded friend. Scraggle-bearded friend, I guess would be the proper way to print it, to have enunciated that. Guy's doing pretty good. He's growing fast. I mean, let's face it, being friends with Direct D ain't gonna hurt you as far as growing. I don't want his goddamn audience, but that's fine. I'll take you fine folks. All of us sad bootlickers just slurping around. Anyways. So here we have Tempe's angle, right? Okay. He's more of an Axe body spray guy. No. Listen, no. Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell you why I picked. Listen. There's a reason why I picked CK1. Okay, I picked CK1 because it's an old as fuck cologne. And it's very pretentious. And I know something about him, you know? I just feel like it's too true. So that's why I picked CK1. It's like cologne from the 90s back in his heyday, you know? Because he's like still a teenager at heart, you know? So he's like, yeah, back when I was 16, this got me all the bitches. Something to that effect. I don't know. I mean...
So if I keep talking, I'm going to get arrested?
First time I tried Axe, I broke out.
Talk.
Interesting.
Talk.
Okay, but hold on, wait. So now I want you to notice, okay, while I was talking, a shift occurred. A shift in the force. So this is Tempe's angle, okay? So is this the one where you just shine the light? This Oh no, this is the lap where he didn't shine his light.
So
okay.
if I keep talking, I'm going to get arrested?
So then we've got Christopher's angle now. So why now we're on Tempe's channel, everybody, watching Christopher's angle. Why? We know there's another angle. It's right here. It's this angle right here. It's the one with him with Tempe standing there. So why are we now watching Christopher's angle? I don't understand. Why, Tempe, you've got the sweet footage from a different angle, and I don't understand. Why are we doubling up on Christopher's footage? Is it because Christopher's footage puts the interaction in a positive light for you and your crew? Of course it is. It's because it works better for your narrative. Hold on, I'm trying to fix something here, actually. There we go. That's better. The window was incorrect there. Yeah. So and they never go back. He never goes back to it. This is you use Chris's angle now. See, so now we get this whole whatever the hell this was supposed to be. He lights up the wall, by the way, back here. Like, it's hard to, you know, obviously on his, it's hard to see it here, but if you look at the wall, right there above the car windshield in the background, watch that wall. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So as you can see, it's got a bit of a broad pattern, and it's very bright. I mean, it's extremely bright. So even if he is pointing it in a somewhat downward, you know, trajectory, the projector is illuminating a very wide area. So, I mean, for him to claim that he didn't, you know, it's just, oh, he's just an innocent, it just shined it on the ground, you know. He knew what he was doing. Man, if my child did that, that toy would have been out of his hands so quick. I'd have been like, give me that thing. What? I was just shining at the ground, Papa. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I believe you. Don't worry. But, Papa. And then he gets arrested.
Too drunk. Go focus. Shut up. You're too drunk. Go focus on him. Nothing's going to happen. Yes. Yes, I caught it all on camera. Stop being a clown and shut up. Hey, step back. The LT. You have an LT. Let me get his keys, please. Grab the keys.
I mean, that guy over there is probably just totally smoke drunk, but I have no clue.
And drop it out your pocket.
I have Dig Dug.
I'm trying to get my keys out. All right.
Dig Dug was amazing, by the way. It's a classic. Dig Dug is like pro level. That's all I can say.
Sure you want to do this?
Yep. Perfect done. Start your feet.
Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you know who Commander Keen is.
Kept doing it.
For running around you?
No, we're trying to flashlight in our eyes while we're trying to do investigation.
I know you do.
I know I got some Commander Keen players in the audience. Where are you at? Yeah. I'll be surprised if there ain't no ones coming. Yes, I don't talk like that normally, but here we are, throwing those ain'ts out. 3. You're not allowed to use 3. That's Chili's. I'm just kidding. Commander Keen. Ah, God, good old Commodore days, eh? Or like a 386 is classic. Get some Blake Stone running, or some classic Wolfenstein 3D. I don't know what they thought was 3D about that, but anyways, that's what it was called. That's what it was. Anyways, this is where the rest of this is actually Deed's content again, to be honest with you. He's just... So basically... Well, except for right here, I guess. Oh yeah, and television was awesome. Had those little. I think I had Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. You had to slide those little. Anybody who knows, you know what I'm talking about. You had like the remotes were like on a phone cord, like tether cord, and each game came with like little plastic sheets that you slid into the little button panel thing. So because it told you, it basically was like a little cover that told you what the buttons now were: left, right, jump, whatever. And yeah, oh yeah, classic. And television, oh yeah, that's pre-Nintendo Olympics, running really, trying to get that jump. You guys know, if you played it, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the original Nintendo, like back when, long before VR and stuff, right?
Can you give him my keys, please?
Quake 2 is starting to move a little bit beyond where we're talking about. I think Quake 2 would be mid-90s. I think for Quake 2, you're starting to look at... I think we're starting to get into like 486s and like Pentium 1s, I think, by then. I never had Doom when I was younger. I had Duke Nukem 3D, though. Duke Nukem 3D, I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? So I'm pretty sure my mom didn't know that I could hand the strippers money by hitting the spacebar in Duke Nukem 3D. And they were like at the club, and it was just like a quick back and forth animation, like, 'cause games were, that was games. And it was just like, the girl was just like, she just went back and forth wearing her outfit, everything's covered. And if you press the space bar, Duke Nukem would go, "Shake 'em, baby." And your hand would come up into your view with a little bit of money in it. And she'd tassel them at you. It was... I mean, okay, I was right age. I just sit there and just hammering the space bar. Woo! I'm playing Duke Nukem. The other thing, before we nerd out too much on people, don't want to lose people, but the other thing I also used to do is I would do the cheat where you do DN stuff, Duke Nukem stuff, DN stuff, DN stuff, DN stuff, DN stuff, DN stuff, DN stuff. I would just do it like so many times. I'd have like, I think I had like 100 pipe bombs, and there was that guy that would sit in the toilet in the first level, and I remember I would just throw pipe bombs over the toilet stall, because back then the guy wouldn't like come up and realize that you were throwing pipe bombs in the stall, because again games were simple. So just sit there and toss pipe bombs over the stall top, and then I would open the door and hit the button, and it would lock the game right up, because computers, like, the game was like, how do I calculate 100 pipe bombs? And computers weren't very fast back then, so it's just like, it would just like freeze, and you'd have to like wait a minute for everything to come back. I don't know. Kids are stupid. If my kid did that nowadays, I'd be like, why are you doing that if you're locking up the computer? I don't know. It's fun. I'd probably give my kid shit. I'd be like, stop doing that. It's not good for it. It's funny. I talked about video games for a couple minutes. Like we talked for like a minute. We lost like 10 people. You see that? You people hate video games. That's why all of that goes on a different channel.
You should probably call another officer here to take care of Clarence since you're so worried about this now. We literally called about a driver driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, but I can't beat like still haven't beaten GTA Vice City. So the thing about me, Strange Lex, is that like in those kinds of games like Saints Row, GTAs and stuff, once I get to a certain point where I have enough money, I don't really care if I beat the game usually. I just literally am one of those people. Like I'm like Radical. If you ever watch Radical play games, like just people don't know. I used to know Radical a little better than we do nowadays. Just people get busy. But you know, back he's even told me, he's like, you play games like I do. Like if you put me in charge of GTA, like I will never get to the mission objective. I cause so much mayhem on my way there. Like if somebody will clip me and I have to get out and murder them because they just disrespected my car. So and I play GTA like that. So I just never get anything accomplished. So once, you know, I just like in GTA Online, I cheated initially when there was a bug and got like, I don't know, several $1 million in game. And since I have the money, I just log in every once in a while and blow shit up because I don't really need the money. And I don't really care to have to do missions to make it.
Is the lieutenant on his way out here?
So there is no lieutenant tonight.
You better call someone that's higher up than you, Nardini.
By the way, I want to point out that this sign up there says weed. Right there. I was trying to make out what the rest of it says, but like couldn't make out the rest. All I could make out is weed. I mean, it's really, really obvious. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It's right there on the screen above title max in basically the same size of font. And yes, I know you can see it. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so moving forward. So D, I don't know. He always does the same thing. He talks about hindering the police and how it's has to be a physical act, and this isn't the soft sit part. Honestly, it really isn't. Like, this is just him using laws the way they weren't necessarily intended to be like written. Like, you know, he's just bending the rules here and trying to interpret them in a favorable way. So these things are whatever. There's two laws here that like one supersedes the other, and who gives a shit? Where the soft sit bullshit starts coming in. And actually, hold on, I haven't seen this part. I want to hear Tempe.
The flashlight is evidence. I'm not going closer to the door.
We got him in the back of the car.
I understand.
Walk up to the car, okay?
What?
You just can't walk up to the car till we have him in the back of the car.
I was just right by the door. I was literally right by the door. Shut up and go deal with this drunk.
I can't deal with the drunk. I'm dealing with him now.
Deal with the drunk. You're the supervisor. He's about to leave. Go deal with Clarence. We called because he's swerving across the lanes.
And I appreciate
Deal with that.
Thank you for doing that.
Deal with that. You're sucking up because you know you fucked up. Get out of my face and deal with that.
He wasn't sucking up. He was doing what people do when they need to get rid of somebody. He was smiling. He was nodding. He was being very pleasant and deep down wishing that you would catch a boot.
Talk to you.
Deal with that.
Do you not want to give me information
Deal
about
with
you
that.
being the witness or the...
When you are... You gotta understand I am pissed right now.
Okay. He stops. You can hear him breathe. You gotta understand, I'm pissed right now. You just cuffed my homeboy. Put him in the torture cuffs too, guys. Did you guys see how much pain D was in while he was wearing those cuffs? The whole time he was wearing them too, he was like, God, Chili was so right. Oh, these things, these cuffs, you know? The cop is cute. Well, he's taken. He has a pig-faced wife. Wherever the fuck she is. This bitch. This one, the one with the pig face. Wait, that might not be her real face, just so everybody knows. Full disclosure. And there's this one who's apparently I mean, I thought it was just like BDSM at first, but then I realized that that's like a skull that they put over her face. That could be misconstrued as a threat. I mean, if you're really stupid, it could be. But anyways, fair enough. You never know. You just never know. Okay, so moving on. Got to keep this train rolling, okay? Got to keep this train rolling. We're here to have a party. We're here to talk about some shit. His hands are destroyed. Whose hands are we talking about? Legal here in Massachusetts, but we never stopped me. It's like my chat is behind. It's weird. Can you guess what state I'm in? It's like 1 in a 50-something chance. I'd have better odds at the Powerball. Powerball? Powerball. So anyways, now that my Canadian is showing, no, I'm not out of things here. I'm just trying to figure out which order I want to do this in. So, okay, so now we've seen Tempeh's angle. So I guess to sum that up into a nice little bow, all I was trying to point out here is that it would have been interesting to have seen more of Tempeh's angle, but we suddenly don't. We suddenly get Chris's angle. And I just think that it would have been neat to see this angle, the one that we know they have, that they have not released. Nor will they, because let's face it, this footage is a little bit more telling, isn't it? So anyways, okay, so. Anacito, wait, you're Canadian? No way. Is this actually really the first time you're figuring that out? No, it can't be. That has to be satire. Most jokes will go over my head. Don't be shocked if they do. Do I need to ping you every time you wander off? Maybe. Are you pinging me in the background? Because if you are, I'm ignoring you. I'm just kidding. So I've been told also, okay, so something that I've been told here is apparently that this cop, ooh, the rare chili.
I'm going to dox you. I swear to Jesus.
Yeah, you're getting doxed.
When I subpoena your information and I find out who you
what does
are,
it say?
I'm going to dox you.
Steffi Morgan? It was tiny on my screen. Steffi Morgan, let's see. Recent events. It'll tell me over here. Steffi Morgan has subscribed. I think I might have left Chili as because I figured like if you subscribe, then you're a supporter and Chili wants to dox you. So I think that subscribing might still get Chili. I think that's how I decided to leave it. 5 memberships gifted from NANA. Geez, thank you very much. But I do, okay, so let me get this out before I forget. Okay, so I have been told that the cop is the same cop that was in Delete Law's Tempeh pullover video. It's not... Oh, it's not 100%, but it probably is. It looks like him, apparently. Keith Newton, there you, thank you very much. Screaming Beaver. Keith Newton has given 5 memberships. Thank you very much. It looks like they went to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that how that works? Oh, okay, so it's going to go through all of these. So let me turn that down just a hair. And then we don't have to suffer it the whole time, at least. Not that it's a suffering. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I've been told that basically that the person is fairly certain that that is the same cop that pulled over Chili in his Tempe pullover video, which is kind of hilarious. So wait, we got memberships before we keep going here. For Liz, Lizard Breath. Nice. I think there's one more. I feel like there's one more. We're just going to let it play, guys. We're going to let it play. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. Right? Yeah. See, they're all annoying if they play 5 times in a row. It doesn't matter if it's Chili or the Beaver. But no, listen. NANA has gifted all these memberships. Thank you, NANA. The people that got them were Lady Moonweb, Liz Lizard Breath, Anacito Maldonado, Strange Lex 790, and Keith Newton. And I have not forgotten that I promised a members-only makeup stream where I make a fool of myself. Now, the thing is, I want to do goth, okay, as one of the looks. So, because I don't know, because I guess I just think I'd look pretty that way. So I got to get some black makeup or like some black lipstick. Because, damn it, I'd look good like that. Got Liz Lizard Breath. Back on topic. She's whipping me in the side chat. I will segue if I want to, Liz. Anyways, So, okay. So this all happened. Tempe didn't release his angle of the part that would be the most crucial piece of evidence, which is pretty telling, but here we are. So D is back under arrest. He's, you know how it works with under arrest. He's like out the next morning or that night. He has a court appearance scheduled for the future, and ta-da, he's back into the system again. So this is where the fee schedule comes in. So I'm going to bring this fee schedule up. I think I'm going to bring it up like this. Yes, that's how I'm going to bring it up. Okay, so we have this fee schedule here. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to start with this page. I want to start with this page. Here we go. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? No, I'm wrong. This is the page I want to start with. So, fee schedule. I'm going to zoom in here because I'm an old man now. I can't read shit. To whom it may concern, the Annex Notice of Intent fee schedule is a schedule of mandatory fees apparently I can't read. Instated by the secured party, Christopher Ruff, and the authorized representative on behalf of Chris Ruff. Christopher... The fuck is in there? It's a little blurry, this copy, because, of course, I'm getting it off of... I don't know if he's redacted his middle name or something like that there, but I don't know what we're looking at there. But anyways... Number one, Christopher Ruff. I, Christopher Ruff, do hereby set forth fees to be instated in any business dealing with Chris Ruff. Christopher Ruff, Christopher, whatever that goddamn symbol thing is there, Ruff, for any business conducted relevant to this schedule. Fees are due and must be paid before said business can commence. It's blurry over here, so I apologize. I'm reading like shit. In the event that invoicing becomes necessary, invoiced amounts are due 15 days after day of receipt. If said fees are not met, it is the right of the secured party, Christopher Ruff, to refuse or void any form of business interaction and or transaction. Fees are subject to change at any time without prior notice. Secured party, Christopher Ruff, Christopher Ruff is the only authorized representative to alter, void, and or enforce said fees and may do so at any time. All rights reserved. Christopher Ruff, totally not a sovereign citizen. No, he didn't really sign it like that, but I'm assuming that's what he's going to write. Anyways, so moving forward, and by the way, thank you very much, Skits Crasher. Hello, Mr. Beaver. Have an American nickel. That's right. Take those American ducats. Rub them in my face. There you are. There it is. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Screaming Beaver. We miss you. See how I focus on the Beaver there? It doesn't shake around anymore. It was kind of ghetto in the past. It's not my fault. The guy who recorded it was like shaky-handed. Anyways, so court appearance. You can't see the very top of that. I really don't like how it does that when I'm looking at things. Oh, wait, no, I could fix that. Nope, I can't fix that, apparently. Okay, so we can't fix that right now. We're just going to move forward because life is good. So at the top, it says court appearance schedule. These fees must be paid immediately after my case is finished. Failure to pay fines and fees will have an additional fee of $5,000 for breach of contract. Demand for appearance in court. Damn, these are some steep fucking prices. Look at this. Look at this. A, under protest and duress for demand for appearance in court. My appearance. If he's under protest and duress, he gets $75,000 an hour. I mean, that's not a decimal place. Those are commas. I swear to God, I looked at it. They're commas. Oh, that is way too close. You guys can't see it. What happened? Yeah, those are commas. Yep, too far. Commas. 100% commas. So, voluntarily, $10,000 an hour. So if he agrees to go, it's $10,000 an hour. All right. Use of trade name material. So what? Like if they play his video in court? What is it? Or they call him Direct D? I don't. Under protest and duress, $25,000 an hour. Voluntarily, $10,000 an hour. Driver's license. So if they want his driver's license. Oh wait, fuck! I see name. Holy shit. So wait a minute. Come on. This can't be real, right? We're living in this world now? The world where Christopher thinks he's not a sovereign citizen. And by the way, that is coming up next because we're going to read some comments. He's not fucking around. He actually thinks that this, no joke, like he thinks that this is like his big brain move. Like he's the first guy to try this, and they're like, he's got them. They can't get around this, apparently. So driver's license under duress, 25,000, voluntarily 10. Social security number, we got 25,000 under protest and duress. Voluntarily 10,000, miscellaneous material, 25,000. It's interesting. You can tell he's upset he's got to pay for documents, eh? Produce any personal information for any kind of business interaction. Well, good news, they don't want to buy muffins from you, I'll tell you what. Financial information, 10,000. Driver's license, 10,000. Social security number, 250,000. Like, that's like he's serious too. Wait, you'd be thinking like, oh, he's just trying to goose the court. You know, he's just effing with the court. Can we set up a fundraiser for Officer Nardini? I mean, he did hit direct D with his door on purpose, probably. We should maybe hold off a little bit, but I'm not against things. Let's hold the horses just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we could. I got to figure out if we're actually getting hold of Officer Franco, because I said I'd give $20 towards that, and I should. So I've got a hiccup going on here. But anyways, back to the not totally not sovereign citizen document. Any documents produced by me, $10,000 per document. Jesus. I thought maybe he was doing like a mill rate or something like that. Like those were decimals and that was some sort of like fancy way of like, you know, like who knows? But then I was like, no, those are commas. Those are thousands. Time usage for court appearances, 30 minutes. Under protest and duress, 33,500. Where did he come up with this? Voluntarily 10, 60 minutes, 75,000. Oh, you give him no, what? I don't want you for an hour. I want you for 2 30-minute periods, thank you. Because that's only $67,000. What's this 75 bullshit? Hey, listen, Chris. I don't know if you've been in business very long, but since this is a business transaction, I just want to tell you, typically bulk purchasers get a better rate. It's a little tidbit, you know, I've learned over the years, so just help you out, you know. Okay, and you cannot see the bottom page there, but there's only a few links left. It basically says, see voluntarily $20,000, and then it says 90 minutes or more, under protest and duress. Oh, I see. Those are categories of time. Wow. What? He didn't even... Oh, man. I can't show you because you can't see it. So it's just, he just didn't, you know, this was typed up in 5 minutes. He didn't even space something right. Anyways, under 100,000, wow, 100,500 for 90 minutes or more under protest and duress, and voluntarily $30,000. So anyway, so this is what he has apparently sent to the courts. Now I will read you what he has said here. So I sent copies of this to the Tempe and Mesa Municipal Court and Prosecutor's Office. What you're looking at, oh man, I can highlight this for you. What you're looking at is a fee schedule contract utilizing 28.11-308, performance or acceptance under reservation of rights. These are my stipulations for performance under duress for any public appearance I might have to make against my will. The list is extensive and covers just about everything. What is this for? Well, when a judge, prosecutor, city official, or police officer does something that violates my established rights, I'm just reading something. I have now created a mechanism to go after their personal house, their car, everything. Basically, I'm going to slap liens on personal property and take them into federal civil courtroom, make them explain themselves to an actual judge. This is F around and find out. What kind of car do you drive, detective? Because I might just own it in a lawsuit, sucker. F your immunities, they won't help you here. So that is what Christopher Ruff has written. And again, I mean, I guess you could say, well, he's just taking the cake. I don't know how to terms. I'm suck at terms. Okay, listen, he's just walking the dog. He's taking the cake. I don't care. Send me terms. I will use them. But for, all I'm getting at is here is yeah. So this is where you really start to figure out, though, that he's serious, okay? So, like, let's get into this case. So I would advise anyone reading this that has the potential to be arrested to do the same. Create a fee schedule and send it to every government entity within your state. Get it notarized. Make it official. Trust me. Trust me, bruh. And then once a case gets dropped, you'll also have this schedule to help structure your lawsuit out for damages. Every transgression should cost them. And okay, so this guy, I personally think single-handedly rips him apart. And the one thing, if I have to say there's something about D that I have to give him commendation for, it is that he doesn't actually delete these comments. Like Chili, this comment would be gone long ago. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Can't have dissenting opinions here. Somebody might think he's right. But D, he doesn't care. Even if he's wrong, he'll just like a bull, like headstrong move forward. He'll just ignore your comment. He'll move on. He'll just like comments where people are sucking him off, and he'll just move on with his life and confident with that Dunning-Kruger level of confidence that he is right. So, by the way, 79 likes, 90 people. Hit that like button if you haven't done it. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, guys. And then, so what do we got here? We got Franco has not given me a time yet. I'll send him another message tomorrow and check back in. He said he wanted to ask his sergeant for a preference in time. Are you guys actually getting him on an interview? So I got a burp there. Because that's kind of badass. Hey, listen, if you get a chance and I don't get a chance, you tell Officer Franco that everybody, listen, Officer Steel Chin, the second guy, I get it, ladies, I know. But you know what, I'm going to tell you right now, Officer Franco would try harder and he will keep you warm in the coldest of nights, okay? Us hefty boys got to stick together, Can't count that guy out. He is fun-loving, okay? Just keep that in mind. Officer Franco, we're cool, buddy. We got this. You got Liz in the background sending me goth makeup shit. That's funny. That's amazing, by the way. Awesome. Thank you, but I do appreciate it. I'm gonna have to utilize those soon. And soon, damn it, because I've been talking about this since December, and it's just procrastination on my part. So, anyways, okay, back to the show. So, we have Direct D right here, okay? So, Jasper Kalin comes back at him with, lol, if you're going to go full Sovset, at least cite the right section. You're quoting from the Uniform Commercial Code for some reason because a criminal charge is not a commercial transaction. But Arizona's UCC doesn't place, quote, performance or acceptance under reservation of rights under section 28.11-308. Although Idaho and DC do, so the loony site you cribbed this from likely got it from there. Arizona's equivalent UCC section is Title 47, Section 1308, 47-1308, which you'll notice has absolutely nothing to do with setting up an unenforceable unilateral fee schedule. Not to mention the Arizona Constitution prohibits appropriations from the Treasury unless duly authorized by law. In your case, your fee schedule would have to be executed by a contracting officer of the state. Submitting an invoice alleging it was pursuant to a valid contract would subject you to potential felony charges under 13-2311. But cool joke, bro. You're really sticking it to the man with that nonsensical paperwork. Maybe they'll get a paper cut when they wipe themselves with it. Oh, snap. Holy shit. That's where I gotta have that clip where all the people come in, running by and shit. Oh my God, it's amazing, right? So yeah, so no, he's not right in my opinion. But anyways, moving forward, okay? Just to reinforce that D really thinks he's just having the biggest brain moment of his life. And by the way, he is not a soft sit. God damn it. How dare you call him a soft sit? Right here. Man, you're dumb. Why would I need the Treasury to approve anything for me when I'm going directly after the individual? This isn't a fee contract with the government. This is with the individual contracted to represent their organization. And who cares what Arizona laws are? The commercial codes are federal and apply to everyone. Did you only skim through looking for confirmation bias info? You don't seem to have a full understanding When a cop writes a traffic ticket and I've signed UCC 1-308 and have a fee schedule in place, it stands. Tickets are contracts. UCC protects my right under performance. So now he's talking about how he's basically got a contract with the state because he's got a ticket. Very sovish of him. So he says, what's a sov sit? And then so he says, oh, look, how can I email you? I've been trying to do the same thing, but so far I don't know where to find all the information. Help me, D. So then he comes back with this one, actually. Very good, so at least you kind of know what you're talking about. You're right, it's not federal law, but you're still missing the point if you think it doesn't apply here. Everything with the municipal courts is contractual. They are commercial courts, justice courts. Hold on, I gotta open this. Meant to produce, where are we? Produce the let's start again. They are commercial courts, justice courts, meant to produce revenue. As a public figure, my appearance in court would be considered a public appearance that I would need to be compensated for if I was forced to be there under duress. Public speaking under duress. Judges, prosecutors, cops, all agents of the organization are able to create contracts, tickets, with citizens. They are able to create contracts with me, then I'm able to create my own set of stipulations to go with their contracts. If they are wrong and violation of my rights is later observed, then I now have a contractual agreement with the agent responsible. But yeah, it's a fad that will just fade. You do realize this channel is over 5 years old, and I've been constantly doing this for almost 3 years. Most businesses belly up in 2. So, you know, like that has anything to do with you being wrong about law. Like the long arm of the law is also extremely slow in a lot of cases. It's a sign of a properly working democracy. The fact that they can't just have a quick kangaroo court case, toss you in a jail cell without giving you proper process, you know? So you get a chance to defend yourself and you get a chance to appeal, and then you can appeal that, you can appeal that, you can appeal that. So, I mean, to claim like, oh, you know, like, I've been here for 3 years, and I've only lost every court case I've been in, suckers! Like, he didn't win the last one he was in, and now he's been arrested again. So, I mean, shit, he better be right. This substance shit better work, because, I mean, he's just a reoffender now, like, again and again and again. So if you come down here, I don't know, you're about as smart as a flower. And Winter Dude, getting it notarized only means it was verified to be signed by my hand. And you dolt. Well, yeah, because he says right here, that's what it, Esquire says, getting it notarized will do exactly nothing. You don't even understand the function of notarization. So D explains to him here that he does understand notarization, I guess, but then the thing that fucking really gets me about this is that then this guy's comment about getting it notarized means nothing still stands. So he says, oh, you're an idiot. I know notarizing it only means that I signed it. Get it notarized. Make it official. Trust me, bro. I mean, this is the problem with Direct D. He, honestly, he's a clown. And I can show you this in a minute too, because I mean, we'll be out of this content in a second here, and I got more on him anyways. So, you know, on a Monday, he will give officers shit because they put tape up and they're so close. This is a waste of resources. I want to make a complaint on that officer because he's wasting resources putting this tape up. And then the next day on a Tuesday, he'll post a video that shows them telling an officer they don't have to stand back out of the area because they haven't put up tape yet. And then why haven't you put up the tape? You should have tape up. Why isn't the tape up? You should have the tape up. And the previous day they were giving them shit for putting tape up. Like, it's just whatever he can do to argue with the cops and be a nuisance is the thing. I mean, I would argue that, you know, Chili's flamboyant, which makes him fun to watch, but people like Direct D are actual threats. Chili has bot accounts watching him and fake subscribers. Direct D has 160-something thousand authentic subscribers. I've seen the interaction on his videos. He has real subs. Those are real subscribers that will, like, bleed for him. And they all hate cops. Every one of them is a cop hater. They can say, oh, it's my rights. They're cop haters. They're all just a bunch of cop haters. Half of them are criminals. and they just don't like being told that there's rules that they needed to follow. And it's like, if you ever saw Hancock, it's where they're in prison and the guy's like, he took your power away. You know, you didn't like getting your power taken away, you know, kind of thing. Like, to the other criminals, like, the reason they're all sad is like Hancock took their power away. That's all it is. It's they got cuffed up, they got thrown in the fucking back of a police cruiser, and they got the power taken away. And they didn't like the way that felt. And so now they're like, oh, I can harass cops. That's amazing. And meanwhile, you know, some of these people like D are able to pull these magic tricks and manage to slink his way through the legal system and keep himself from really getting, you know, locked down. Now that, and of course that depends on every state's position. Some states are going to be more lenient. Some states are going to be less lenient. Some states have really full prisons and they don't really feel like filling them up with direct D and his friends. So you just, you know, some people are going to try these same things that D's doing and they're not going to go so hot. So that's what's sad about it. Bum, 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 bum. What do we got going on here? Oh, okay. Anyways, sorry, I was just sent something. I was just seeing if it was pertinent to what we're talking about here. So, hey, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, think about subscribing. Think about hitting the like button if you haven't, and you know, all that. Maybe being a member, Patreon, whatever. Anyways, moving forward. So yeah, this is basically, I mean, there's not much more to talk about here. This is, you know, D thinks he's pulling big brain maneuver. Then here's somebody here who's been saying he's been doing this for years, I guess. I don't know. There's always somebody in the chats that, surprised there's not somebody in here telling you about his trading platform. Like, Mr. Abbott's trading platform made me $60,000. Like, it's the only thing you're missing here to have a skeezy bunch of people. But, yes, sir. Yeah, so here, okay, so I will read it here. Tell you what. Awesome. I have for years had a personal non-conformity to proper business etiquette fee. When businesses try to pull a heavy or tell me they have all the rights and I have none, I tell them that they are in violation of my personal policy and it's coming off the bill I owe them. They tend to change their tune pretty quickly if it's going to cost them money. Oh, and it's per infraction, not one-time thing. Yes, sir. The Monell Doctrine lays out that a municipality is a person and can be subject to suit. The same logic can also be applied to performance stipulations with the entity or its agents, much like a corporation. See, like, this is Sovsit. This is crazy. How does he... Guys, he's not a Sovsit, though. You don't know. He's not. Let's see here. We already know when someone uses sovereign citizen in relation to anyone but a government official, they don't know what they are talking about. I literally have friends' lawsuits against a court here in Arizona. The first thing there in defense is sovereign immunity. They literally write that themselves on official documents. So there's that. That's fucking awesome. Anyways, so there's that. So he's gone full Sovsit. He's a Sovsit, guys. He's Direct D. You heard it here. Direct D is a Sov citizen. He doesn't believe he is, but he is. So yeah, he's presented them with a fee schedule. He's contracted with the agent of the state. It's all the keywords are there. He's done it all. So back to kind of, I guess what we'll do is we'll kind of poke into this real quick, since we're in here doing some Direct D. Where was it? Was it in produced content? I think it was in the produced content. Yeah, it's perfect. I love how he just lays out all the evidence for me. Okay, so in this interaction, he's using his extremely not bright light to shine in the police faces. Because, I mean, he loves, you know, he's just an innocent, you know, this flashlight is just so he can find his way to his car, guys. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Andret. No, it's not like any of this hasn't been tried before and failed before. Hey, listen, people in those comments are like, all the haters in here giving D shit. At least he's trying something. It's like they think like this is the first time somebody's tried this. Like, it's genius. Entity of the state, agent, contracted. Oh, I'll hypnotize the judge. You see what he did there? He hypnotized him. Oh, he hypnotized him. That's right. That's right. The judge won't know what hit him. He'll be like, what was that? He'll be like, I don't know. I think Direct D came through here. All I can smell is that fucking CK1 and cigarette. Why am I not surprised? Oh, well, you know.
Wow, look how stupid this tape was.
Right. You gonna sign it for it?
Yeah, what happens if I touch the tape? What's happening over here?
Look, man, I don't mind you messing with me, but let's not embarrass them or get on theirs. Like, why do you guys like to harass them, man?
Harass who?
These guys. All right.
That's what I'm doing?
You're agitating me, right?
That's what I'm doing?
Can you back up?
What's your name and your badge number?
5948, Nunez.
Nunez, all right. What am I backing up for?
Because the fire department's about to take up this spot, too.
Oh, they're about to, but they're not here right now, so shut the fuck up.
And you got this free
Shut up, dude.
He's got like intros and everything.
Come say something stupid for me, bud. You want to come over here and say something dumb?
So they continue, they argue with the people on the ground.
Yeah, what happens if I touch the tape?
Number? Available for use.
No.
Yes.
You're not a vehicle. It's not.
There's no vehicles here.
It doesn't matter.
I have a constant tape up. This is what you get. It could have been a silent recording.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Dendy? What's the B for, Brian? You want to tell me now, or should I just put it in the video later? All right, right on. Brittany? We'll call you Brittany.
That's cute.
Are you drunk? You should just be quiet. Have you been driving? Have you been driving?
He's doing his
Are you drunk? You should shut the fuck up.
Keep walking.
D, you're getting me demonetized tonight. I can tell you already. But anyways, whatever. We're here to talk about his BS. So what do you do? Well, that was meaty. God, these guys are all the same. Like, it's crazy, eh? Like, can you imagine if I did my content like them? Just be like, just like, you guys sitting here watching the content and I'm just slurping and like snorting and stuff like that. And I get it. When you're outside, it's chilly out. It's what happens. But like, I just like compare. I just saying like, can you imagine watching a documentary and like, you've got like Attenborough, you know, it's like, the beak-back swallow, and then like 2 seconds later, you hear him like snorting and sniffling as they fucking record the. It's just, oh my god, I just think it's funny. Like they do no sound leveling at all. Like these auditors, like a lot of times, you guys have no idea. Some people are terrible, but like, you know, you have to take their content and you have to like pull the audio down in spots and muffle sounds that go by because they're just ear shattering, and they do none of that. We clean their shit up. We take out the peaks and valleys in the audio and lift volumes where they need to be lifted. There's a lot of that goes into. Some people are horrible, and you have a lot more work to do in fixing their audio levels. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Gold Dinger. My edited content is typically always green because I do, for the most part, shy away from allowing profanity into my videos. Like I censor them. Thank you very much, Stephen Alley. Here's a 40 USA nickels since you're demonetized now. Oh, I appreciate it, Stephen Alley. Hey, thank you very much. I really appreciate the donation. And hey, I'm happy to see that Screaming Beaver back. But yeah, so, you know, I don't even know what I was talking about. But anyways, so yeah, moving forward. He needs a flashlight to find a braid sunglass. Oh yeah, the profanity rules. Well, all I was going to add to that is that the only thing that changed for me is before they re-tightened the profanity stuff even more back in November, my streams would often kind of yellow at first because I guess the AI would probably detect some profanity. But then what would happen is over the course of a few hours, sometimes not even an hour, but over the course of a few hours, the AI would probably, I guess, because I don't know how it works, but I guess it looks at all of it, sees that there's 2 hours of content, and there's, you know, I don't know how it allots you, like, there's only so many F-bombs per 10 minutes of video or something that it says, yeah, that's okay, and it greens it. But that stopped when they changed it. Like, my streams just stayed yellow after that, so that's the only change I felt. And streams don't get a lot of after effect of watchers anyways, but it did affect, like, you know, they just, as soon as the stream is over, that's it. It's like they stop getting new viewers. Like, nobody trickles into those streams.
Excuse me.
They do not promote videos that are demonetized because they're not making money on them.
Gonzalo. Last chance. You want to identify, or are you going to get a complaint right now? You don't give a fuck, huh?
They're setting up.
You want to
They're like doing toxicology on the ground right there while he's shouting at their backs.
be a punk?
Hey, the part I talked about is coming. He gets the supervisor over here pretty quick here, I think.
He's supposed to do a U-turn from the third middle
Hey,
lane.
Yeah, the first one's right there.
Yeah.
I need to put in a formal complaint right now with you, field complaint on your officer for failing to identify. This is the third time I've asked him to identify. I've been cool. I haven't put in any complaints. Now I'm doing it. My name's Christopher Ruff. You know.
Yeah, hopefully with the loosening of it, you know, my streams will be greened again, you know, potentially. But yeah, anyways.
On your officer for failing to identify. This is the third time I've asked him to identify.
I just went back a few seconds there.
I haven't put in any complaints. Now I'm doing it. My name's Christopher Ruff. You know. So you want to
say my name? Say my name.
For whatever his name is it Dominguez? Dominguez. I've asked him several times to identify himself. He hasn't. And then
Hey
my
Charlie,
other
how you doing, buddy?
complaint is against this officer for misusing department
Hey, Mitch.
resources by putting up tape to keep us a distance that we would have already stayed away from them. You realize that? We've been standing right here. This is what, 10 foot? You'd say 15 foot?
I don't know how close you guys were when we initially came.
So if we can get some complaints going,
Yeah.
I'll give you my...
What are we talking about? This is the guideline we were given to, like, put the tape up.
But, dude, there was nothing immediately tape. As soon as they got out of the car, they got to the back of the car. This dude's already in the flashlight in the back of his car looking for tape. Like I said,
He just said it was their policy. He literally said it was guideline just now. You heard that, right? Just so in case nobody heard it.
Some complaints going.
Yeah.
I'll give you my...
What are we talking about? This is the guideline we were given to, like, put the tape up.
But, dude, there was nothing immediately tape. As soon as they got out of the car, they got to the back of the car. This dude's already in the flashlight.
So, what's the complaint here, Chris? Can somebody help me? Okay, so let me know. Is it okay if I call you? Well, I'm not right now, Mitch. I mean, Mitch Norris. I'm not set up to take any calls right now. Why? What are we talking about? You can always send me a message on Discord if you want. Oh, I'm sorry, my throat's a little dry. I might have to get a drink here in a second. But yeah. So the thing is, like,
They got to the back of the car. This dude's already...
like, what's the problem here? I don't understand. Did they set up the crime scene too quickly? Like, can somebody tell me what the complaint actually is? I've asked Dominguez to identify himself, and Dominguez won't give me his name. Well, no, but, like, that's the first one. I mean, whatever. Sure. If it's policy of their department that he identify, whatever. Complain away. The second complaint is the one I'm homing in on because it's ridiculous. I want to get a complaint for wasting material, putting up this fucking tape.
It's gone.
Apparently this vape has ruined my throat. Oh my God, it's so dry.
What are we talking about? This is the guideline we were given to, like, put the tape up.
But, dude, there was nothing immediately tape. As soon as they got out of the car, they got to the back of the car. This dude's already in the flashlight in the back of his car looking for tape. Like I said, nobody stopped moving. They're already creating a scenario for us to react to. That's what's happening. You realize that, right?
Oh, if okay if I call you Beav. Oh yeah, no, whatever. You call me what you want. You can call me. I mean, D's audience calls me all kinds of things. So trust me, you're not gonna shock me. But no, Beav is fine. I don't really. You call me Zero. You call me Beav. You can call me Zero Ladies. You can call Got No Beaver. Zero Beaver. That one's popular with the auditors too. Zero Beaver, and I'm like, oh, it's the first time I've heard that one. You know.
If nobody says anything, we
I better hide them. They might tell people.
up around, we film, and we're quiet. She can run her mouth all she wants. We probably wouldn't have said anything, but now you guys have opened up a can of worms, and it's gonna go viral again.
Oh God, they've opened up a can of worms because they set up fucking tape. Woo! It's amazing.
Did you see the other videos, dude? It was on all over the place. So I want to get these guys some complaint. They need to follow their policy or.
Hey, listen, D. Listen. Yes, 160-something thousand subscribers. Yes, you get. I mean, like, I'm not gonna scoff at these numbers. Like, what I'm about to say is, sure, okay, the guy gets 100K views. Well, easily 60 to 80 on a video, like without sweating. You know, he's got 190K here, 107K there. So, like, you know, yeah, you know what? Doing great. But my man, 80 to 100,000 people is not everybody. Oh, it's everywhere. Anyways, whatever.
Or else it's a joke that they're even out here. I mean, if they're not going to follow their own policy, why do I got to follow the law? Why do I have to insure my vehicle, use my turn signals, stop at stop signs? Same thing. Policies, codes, same thing. It's not laws. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I can get you the phone number.
Yeah, but him giving, okay, so I want you guys to hone in on the madness here. So is giving his, like, badge number and, like, identifying to a civilian. That's not law either. That's also policy / guideline. So, like, you see, like, in the same video now, D is giving him shit for following guidelines / policies, but is also complaining at the same time because the other officer isn't following policies / guidelines. Isn't that amazing? That's called being a clown. Like, I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. Okay, so there's this. So that's funny on its own.
I would appreciate it. Thank you.
So there you go. So we have him complaining simultaneously about them following guidelines / policies while complaining about them not following guidelines / policies. So that's awesome. Okay, moving back. Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to go back to where it all began here. And we're going to go to literally like 8 days ago, 5 days ago. This is like 7, 6, 5. So this is 2.5, 3 days later. It's like probably happened like 2 nights later. He posted it 3 days later.
Hey, I want to let you know that
Oh, no. We got to get into this. Hold on. Let's get in there. Okay, so now they're going to complain about the fact that without tape up, how are they ever supposed to know where the crime scene is? And that the police officers have no ability to control their access to an area without putting crime tape up. And so they better put the crime tape up. Otherwise, they can walk wherever they want to. So this is literally 2 days later. And they're now taking an exact opposite argument where they're saying, well, you don't have crime tape up yet. You should have had the crime. And he said, well, we haven't had time to get the crime tape up. We just got here before you. And he's like, doesn't matter. The crime tape up needs to be up right away. Because the other day I gave them shit for that. It's like, we have found out. No. Taipan, that was obvious. No, that was obvious. Yes, by the way, Taipan, if you found out factually that it's in his wife's name, then by all means, that is good information to know. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you go back to my video on him in court, that was what I said in that video. And like when he said, I have no dependents, he listed himself as single and he has no income. I knew right away. He listed it in his wife's name. That's why because I think in the past they have 2 places of residence so that technically they don't live together either. So that way he can isolate like all of his actual stuff over here and then he doesn't lose any money over here. So he's basically like, I can't prove this. This is what I think based on my information that I have big brain gathered here. But my suspicion, my opinion, not necessarily factual, is that he essentially runs his wife and baby are his like shell corporation. He puts all of his stuff over there, and he's like Christopher Ruff Holdings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so no, 100% Type Man. If you found that out, then that all you did is you just finished off my suspicions. Because I even said it to my dad. I said, well, he's put the YouTube channel in his wife's name, and that's why he's claiming he doesn't have any dependents, and I'm single, and I don't have to make any money because So, you colicky child. I might have been colicky. I'm not entirely sure. Can't remember. I can't remember.
Hey, I want to let you know that we're here filming this whatever's going on.
Okay.
Okay. We're on the
Do me a
sidewalk.
favor. I'm going to talk to one at a time. If that works. So I'll talk to him separately, and then I can talk to each of you if you want that. Cool.
He's the only one talking to you right now.
That's fine. I'm going to still do it separately.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I mean,
so if you want to talk to me separately, I'm willing to do that. And I can talk to each and every one of you.
I'm really the one with the complaint.
You guys don't have anything else?
No.
You're not going to chime in?
No.
Okay, go ahead. What's your name?
We're filming from the corner over there.
Okay.
Hadn't said a word to anybody. Okay. We're standing there. Then one of the officers come over, a female officer comes over and starts saying, "You need to back up."
Okay.
I told her to fuck off. That I don't need to back up.
Okay.
She didn't like that. As soon as that happened, another officer, I don't know what his name is, he comes over and he starts pushing me.
Okay.
There's no crime scene, there's no tape, there's no anything.
Okay.
He just starts pushing me. I had to tell him repeatedly to get his.
Oh, fuck, I muted. I'd muted, so yeah, there was a reason behind that. I've got a glass of water. It was brought to me by my lovely wife, and then I didn't realize I put it back up. So you guys knew, you're like, he's paused and nothing's happening. He must be talking to the void. I don't even know what I said now.
Fucking hands off of me. You can't just walk up to somebody and start pushing them.
Okay, did they tell you to back off first? Did they tell you to step back?
Regardless, what they could have told me anything. This is a public space. This is a public sidewalk, just like it is over there. Sure. I have every right to be right here.
You're correct that it is a public sidewalk.
If I walk up to you and tell you to back up and then start pushing you, is that okay?
So no.
Okay, then it doesn't. It's not.
Officer,
no.
Again, you
no,
said
no,
you
no.
weren't going to fight
I'm not.
You know what? When you're running 4 monitors and all these different things, I mean, shit's gonna happen. That's all there is to it. Oleg knows it happens. Mutes happen. I've even seen like massive streamers do it too. It's, you know, it's just a thing, you know.
I'm not complaining. I'm just correcting.
Why folks gotta be rude? Politeness is free. For F's sakes. I agree, Chibi. Chibi? God, I'm just brutal at pronouncing things. Is that Chibi? I'll be blunt. I wouldn't know how to pronounce that, actually. It'd be like if it should be a hard C, like a ch sound, or like a sh sound. Shibby Peach? Shibby Peach? Chibi Peach? Oh, man, this is not going well. Chibi? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Chibi Peach.
The facts here.
Okay, thank you, by the way. Thank you very much for the $2. I really appreciate it.
Your badge doesn't grant you special powers.
Well, actually, it does.
Actually, it doesn't.
We can make arrests, and we do have the.
If you have the legal authority to do so, if you have a crime, reasonable articulable suspicion
We're
for
investigating
him.
a violent crime with a gun, so we did have.
Oh yeah, no. Names is it's, you know, what's fun is because some of them are like regional too. Like there's actually certain names, if they're actually their real name, like you might not be able to pronounce it without knowing how to pronounce like their little dialect, right? Because like that's why when I saw photogenic, it scared the shit out of me. I saw all those dots and I was like, oh shit. The only time I see names like that is when I'm in IKEA, you know, so it's scary. It's scary to us, us North American people. We get frightened easy, you know?
Did you have that established?
Oh, Screaming Beaver. We gotta represent. Thank you, Chibi. Chibi. Yeah, we got this.
Before they got there?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
That's why they were putting up tape when they rolled up, right?
I don't think they were putting up tape. I don't think they had time to yet.
If you don't think that they were, then why are you saying that you had a crime scene established? Just say that you don't think that they were.
Ahead of time, there was a.
Yeah, so here's where they're starting to say you didn't have tape up, so you didn't have an established crime scene, so you couldn't tell us to leave because the tape wasn't up yet.
A crime with a gun, and they need to get space, and they had somebody in custody. We need to find out what that is. We need to find out if there's any other evidentiary.
Yeah, Oleg, you got to be careful with that one.
Well, evidence. I'll just say that. I apologize. So any evidence that's nearby, which there probably was, and we're determining if anyone's going to go to jail at this point, but they do have the right to tell you to leave what they believe to be a crime scene.
They don't have the right to put their hands on you.
If you refuse to go, they do.
I wasn't refusing to do anything.
No, they don't.
It was like this. It was like
Fuck off
this.
is not refusing.
It was like this.
So you're saying you weren't refusing?
No, I wasn't refusing. I asked them where they were going to put tape up. It's
I
on
was-
my camera, man.
I was definitely not refusing. I just told the guy to F off what he told me not to be here. But I didn't refuse, officer.
I'll watch it if you want me to.
Sure.
A reasonable officer would.
A reasonable officer would what?
See, Chibi, I like to tell people I keep them warm in the cold weather. That's where the chubby comes in. Oh, wait, that sounded horrible. Well, anyways, I meant it in the simplest ways. But, fuck. Yeah, that's fun.
Watch this video.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sounds funny, but that's how the court think about things. What would a reasonable officer do? I said it sounds funny, but when we get into court, that's how the judge is going to think about things. What would a reasonable officer do? Have you been into court a lot? So you've heard that then?
Yes,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
And all of our guys have tapes, or not tapes, body-worn cameras, and they were running. I saw at least all the ones that I spoke to.
That don't mean nothing. I got to jump through hoops and wait months and pay hundreds of dollars potentially to get 15 minutes of footage.
Not now. You have a fee schedule, sir. You should just add that to your fee schedule. Having to call and ask for things. $10,000.
I got you. I dealt with you before, right?
Did I just blush a little? Hey, maybe.
I think
the guy that hung himself.
Maybe not then.
I can't remember what it was.
So
Something happened.
at this
Oh, okay.
At this point, we're just standing there.
That was a while ago.
A reasonable officer would just tase him, says Stephen Alley.
Us knowing and started grabbing tape. So we don't know that a crime scene is being established at this point.
Meaning there wasn't one.
Yeah, so what?
Like, you can tell that they're working, huh, bro? It's like just to reinterpret here.
I'm on a public
This is out in public. The public doesn't understand what's happening when they walk up, so to come up and start pushing somebody. But dude,
It's like it's like there's like lights all over, there's police everywhere, and the pedestrians are just walking down the street, no idea, like, oh, you guys, do you think the fair's in fucking town? What could be happening up here? Oh my goodness. Oh, police, where did they come from? They snuck right up on you, huh? Holy shit. Like the arguments these people make, they're so retarded. Oh, that's a bad word, but sorry, you get it.
are you a grown man?
Of course I am.
Okay, so if I come and tell you to do something out in public, are you going to listen to me?
If you're a police officer and I'm wearing civilian clothes and you say it's a crime scene, leave, I have to leave.
But that's not the answer I wanted.
Is that how you've done your whole career? Just because you're a police officer, people have to listen to you?
He's putting the tape up around where I'm standing.
How can you
He's putting
tell
the tape
Direct D
around-
is working? There's vanilla on his shirt. Oh my god. This guy's soundtrack for high school was Vanilla Ice. You know it. Like, ice, ice, baby. Dun 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 dun. He had one of those backpacks with like little speakers in the side pockets.
Where I'm standing.
Okay.
I thought he was
I
so
don't know
cool.
what he's doing,
Yeah,
man.
like at this point,
I'm
we don't
trying
know
to
where it's
figure out
going.
what he's doing.
Sure.
There's me right there. Now I'm asking him, where do you want me to go?
Okay.
Where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go?
I mean, it was like there was 360 full degrees. The guy didn't need me walking down this 150-degree path. And I swear to God, I was like, where do I go from here? I couldn't even tell the guy, you know? I could have turned around. Anyways.
And here he is, start pushing me.
That's
right. Yeah, I know he didn't have a New York accent, but for some reason, he did.
That's actually not harassment.
It is. You can't do that. Read your policies.
If you tell somebody to leave what is a crime scene, they do have the right to make you leave.
It's not a crime scene yet.
How about this?
It is a crime. We don't have to have crime.
Hold on.
Wait. Okay, so wait, this is where it gets good. Hold on, wait. This is amazing. Okay, so that argument's not working. Pull out the big guns. Here it comes. Well, okay, officer. What about this thing I just noticed just now that I would like to complain about?
Hold on.
All you had to do was tell me where he wanted me to go.
Your officer is currently backing him up
all
into
you
traffic.
had to do was tell me where he wanted me to go.
Where's the traffic?
The street is right there. Whether there's traffic...
Isn't he pointing northways towards
the
north sidewalk?
Watch this.
Well, okay. Hold on. Just hang on. In a second, he will chase him into traffic like a poor bunny rabbit.
There's the car that's coming. He's being pushed back.
This way.
This is the problem right here.
Watch where he's being.
Oh, this is the problem, guys. The problem is that it doesn't interpret the way we want it to. This officer's awesome, by the way.
Pushed.
Very calm.
At this point, he's facing the street with his back.
Anyway,
he's being pushed towards the street, and we just saw a car get ready to come up.
It's not possible that he did anything wrong to you.
Your officer was pushing him towards traffic.
This is a joke, dude. Put that away. He's not even taking you serious.
Boombox. Well, see, I'm from. You're right, actually, Liz. By the way, you're right. In fact, now that might have been my youth. I did not have the backpack with the speakers in it. My friend did. And man, was he cool. I don't know, but either way, like on the way home from the school bus, you'd like have his like Discman. You gotta love those Discmans. I think I have my Discman. Fuck, it was back here. It's back here. Check this out. Check this shit out. Check it out. My Sony Discman. See, children, if there's any youth watching, we used to actually have to bring our discs with us because we didn't have MP3 players. So you'd put a CD in that. This was the mid-late 90s, though, when Discmans were getting kind of like really good and you could like shake the shit out of them. But now it just sits back here collecting dust. Anyways, just gotta put it back before I lose track of it. I don't want to lose track of that.
So I am recording it.
You're not taking none of this serious.
Oh, yeah. This is, okay, Taipan, that's from when they didn't, okay, so remember how there was a time when, you know, they'd say 10 seconds anti-skip, and then they'd do 20 seconds anti-skip, 30 seconds, and then you started getting into, like, the Panasonics had, like, 40-second anti-skip and stuff. This is when they got into the point where they just didn't say that they had anti-skipping. Like, it was like G protection and stuff like that, but it wasn't that there was another name for it. What it was is that Discmans, by the time you got to this point, Discmans didn't skip anymore. Like, if you really bashed the shit out of it, it would skip, but I mean, you could jog with that thing and it wouldn't skip. Like, so
you're just looking for a way to wipe it away. Your officers can't do that. If he would have socked him in the jaw, there's nothing that would have happened.
Okay, just so you know, Facty's a little older than me. And he had to carry around an 8-track player. But listen, Facty, I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen my analytics, and you're surrounded by friends. Okay, I think that if you ask about, a lot of the people watching right now had 8-track players, but I know Oleg Welch didn't. He's like, what the fuck is an 8-track player? No, he knows what one is. He just never even seen it.
He would have got arrested.
He's like, so you mean to tell me it only had 8 tracks? Oh my God. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't know how old I was when I learned that. And they were like, well, why do you think they call it an 8-track? I'm like, I don't know. Fuck, why do they call anything? Why do they call it a VHS?
Investigating a crime.
Yeah, dude.
And you have reason to have
investigating a crime.
Yeah.
No. Did you swear an oath to the Constitution?
Yes, I did.
Okay, the Constitution overrides all your bullshit you're talking about right now.
Where to go. He starts putting up tape, man. He starts putting up tape.
I don't
know where he is or where he's
standing there telling him to fuck off when he tells you to leave, or telling her to fuck off.
So what? That's First Amendment. Who cares? Who cares what he said?
Mike Kenwood had a 45-second anti-skip. still had to wrap a towel around it because the system was too loud. That's interesting. Yeah, no, I remember the Panasonics when they started getting to like 45-second anti-skip or something. If you managed to skip it, they would actually say sorry on the little screen. They would skip and they would say sorry on the little display because it was like pretty rare. But I don't even know what the anti-skip would be on the one that's there on the shelf.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like I said, they stopped listing how many seconds of anti-skip it was by the time we got to this one because I don't think it mattered anymore. It was like if you were selling a Discman that skipped, then you wouldn't sell a Discman because everybody else was selling ones that didn't.
He's
Oh shit.
allowed to say that. Hey,
Actually, and I'm also realizing, one second, I've got an overlay up that is the NVIDIA overlay is doing screen recording in the background.
fuck off.
Anyway,
Fuck off.
I'm not. There's no crime scene here.
I mean, even if there was, I could say that all I wanted.
Sure.
That doesn't mean I'm refusing to do anything.
Okay.
I'm just
I
expressing my feelings.
understand what you're saying.
So basically, you're telling me that because it's a crime scene, which was not even established.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
Before we got here, we knew there was a crime scene.
Is a fully secured, taped off area.
Not something that's going up around.
We don't have to have the crime scene tape up higher.
Your
No,
policy
it's not.
says a fully established crime
All right,
scene.
Sarge, listen up.
I'm not going to argue about it.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
So how can I help you?
How can you help me? How could you help me? Is you could talk to your officers about putting their fucking hands
I'll
on.
watch the video from their side of the view. If I see any
And I want this to
violation.
be. I want this to be a complaint.
Which one?
Huh?
You want the guy's name and badge number?
No, I know. I got it all on camera. I don't want any name and badge number.
All right. How else can I have? You have a telephone number if I need to call you back?
I'll give you an email address.
That works.
J.
Small or
You know what? Let's do this.
lowercase or
Every EVERY.
say that again.
Every
EVERY.
camera
Every camera.
counts.
The only one with a beanie on.
And all lowercase.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. And
At
then
gmail.com.
Well, yeah, you would think telling the officer to F off when he told you to get out of the area would be refusal to leave, but but I don't know. That would take common sense, wouldn't it?
So I'll just say this realistically, something to think about is when we have something like this, and we did have a violent crime, we had a crime with a gun. Before we get here, we do have to establish a safe location, a safe perimeter for everyone to be in. And when we're investigating it, we do have the option, or we do have the requirement to figure out what's going on.
Well, congratulations, because I won't get to talk to you before your birthday, obviously, Alana. So congratulations on turning 48. Hey, one time I said to a neighbor who coincidentally died, like probably that year. So talk about interesting coincidences in life. But I remember saying something about, obviously like, somewhat, I was like, I'm not looking forward to getting old. And he said he was 67 when he died, or 66. And he said to me, he was religious. And he said, you either get old or you don't. Every day is a blessing. Which has stuck with me, especially since he died later that year, just like randomly of like streptococcal pneumonia type A, just infested his lung and murdered him in like a day. It was like one day he got sick and the next day he was gone. So it was fairly rapid. But yeah, so that has stayed with me ever since then. And it's something that I've tried to remind myself as I get older, is that, there's no guarantee that any of us get any of these years. So, just, yeah. I look forward to aging now. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
I mean, who actually looks forward to aging? But, it's philosophical, right? We all got to, it's like we got to ohm out sometimes.
But listen to me here. I was standing on that area for probably...
All I know is I'm, in my upper 30s and shit ain't working the same way as it was in my upper 20s. And it's not like, it's not broken yet. I mean, mind you, my hair is giving up. But, it's just all, I think you guys know, it's all the little things. It's like... Fuck, I think that eye's not seeing right anymore. Like, maybe I have to see an optometrist. Like, well, but, I mean, my wife's like, this is a common theme, by the way. My wife's, when was the last time you saw an optometrist? 20 years ago? So she's like, you're supposed to see an optometrist every once in a while. I'm like, these fuckers worked fine. I don't know what to tell you. So I think this one's, like, kind of lost a little bit because it just, like when you go from having next to perfect vision to like one of them loses a little bit, you really start to like, I'm like, am I having a seizure? Like one eye just feels weird. Anyways.
So think about it this way.
Talk to me or said anything.
I'm an HVAC technician. I've got a refrigeration red seal. Cheshire. Don't even get me going about what's not working. It's okay, Beaver. There's pills for that. Sorry, couldn't resist. Hey, it's okay, Chibi. And by the way, thank you very much for the 5 American ducats. Hey, listen, I'm gonna have to prepare my American money meme for the people that have donated. So far, I think it's all American money right now. So this will be for you, America.
So let me stop you real quick.
So who's this officer?
Doyle, to get his serial number.
Doyle, our friend, and no wonder it was fucking Doyle.
The problem is they didn't like me speaking to the female the way I did. That's why they came. That's why they came and started pushing me and doing shit.
Call her a cunt and tell her to fuck herself with a
You know. And
Whoa! Come on, I want to maintain a semblance of YouTube ad friendliness here. But anyways, okay, so we're not done yet. But and wait, you're about to get your screaming beaver. I'm almost positive. Yeah. This is for you, Chibi. Chibi donated 5 American ducats. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And then hold on, this is for you, Chibi. This is for you, okay? This is what we do around here. Now I have to stop this midway because one time I got claimed, and I just need to stop it once, and the claims don't happen. But this is for the donations, and thank you very much.
$1.83 American. What are we gonna get with that? Gotta love that exchange rate.
Okay, we just gotta pause here. We gotta say some words, go la 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 la, and then we gotta break the algorithm's lock on the content.
Fine.
Dinner is served. Would the masters care for anything else?
Think we're good. Thanks.
A nickel.
Oh, a nickel. You see this? I quit. I opened my own hotel.
He's gonna open his own hotel, guys. He's got that American nickel. He doesn't need that son of a bitch anymore. He's moving out. He is a venture capitalist now in Bratislava, I'm pretty sure. So remember that, Americans. This is what this is how I feel when you throw your ducats at me. Anyways, well, not like them. That's hilarious. But anyways, I don't know if anybody who hasn't seen this movie, it's a good ass movie. I mean, it has nothing to do with Road Trip. So if you hated Road Trip, then that's okay because they're not the same movie at all. Anyways,
call one of them a dick, or I call whatever. Dude, they got sensitive over the female. Okay, that's what the problem is. And then this guy starts coming out and pushing people, which he doesn't have a right to do, man. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I'm on stunt. I'm standing on a public sidewalk, man.
So let me ask you this.
As a Canadian, I can confirm this exchange rate to be true. I mean, what's funny is we like to joke about our own money too, because it's not worth as much as American money, but it's also, it ebbs and flows between 70 cents. Well, it can get as low as 60, which was pretty brutal for a while, but it ebbs and flows between 70 cents and a decade ago or so, it was like, we were getting $1.20 American for every dollar Canadian. So, I mean, we've even had money above American currency in my lifetime. So, it floats around at usually 20% less. Which is fine because it generates so much fucking trade revenue.
Let's say you have a fatal accident.
That's why they're building a movie studio outside my town, because of that damn exchange rate. I'll break the trend. Oh, you son of a bitch. He threw me Canadian money. It's a toonie. He's hucking a toonie at me. I got to duck. That son of a bitch is coming in hot. It's like a coin. It's got 2 different. I don't know if I have one around. Hold on, I gotta have a toonie around here. Surely you have seen toonies,
right? Or a homicide, and we need to block off all this so no one goes through. It's still all public. It's still all public fare. It's still public thoroughfare. Do we have the right to do that?
Of course,
we
of course, they have the right to do that.
Let's say we don't have our tape up yet, and somebody's walking through evidence. Do we have the right to stop them? What if they don't stop and they keep walking? Do we have the right to physically?
Thank you for the $2 Canadian. McAddicts. Okay, so for the Americans that don't know, this is a toonie. And it's not going to focus because it's a manual focus, so it's set up to be back here. But there is a polar bear. You can kind of see him. There's a polar bear on the front, and then our dead queen on the back. But it's just like the two-tone. It's got like a gold center and like a silver outside. It's a $2 coin. And they were trying to figure out what to name it. And the other one we call Loony because it's got a fucking loon on it. And everybody just started calling it a toonie. And the government was like, whoa, 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 we don't want to name it a toonie necessarily. And everybody's like, too late. The fucking people have spoken. We're all calling it toonies. And they're like, God damn it, it's toonie, I guess. So that is the story of how this got named because nobody sat down and decided it was called a toonie. We all just started calling it fucking toonies and they were just stuck with it. So here we are. There's your little Canadian currency history lesson.
Touch him and move it.
I don't think so.
The courts say yes.
The courts say yes.
Yeah, nothing's a toonie anymore. It's like we go to the dollar store. It's like no, that's the dollar store plus now. What does that mean? It's like everything's above $1. It's like remember 5-cent candies? They're like 25-cent candies now. What the hell happened?
Here's the thing though, is I was never told go over there. If they would have told me go over there,
I'll be straight with you, man.
I would have went
I think
there.
that if I said, hey, back up, and you said fuck off to me, I would assume that's a...
I mean, in your defense, NANA, you guys have $1 bills. And I will tell you this, listen, as a Canadian that travels to America for vacation, there's nothing sexier than having a pocket full of just billing it. Except the problem I fucking have with American money is like if I have a pocket full of fucking ones and twos in Canada, like I know that my pocket's full of ones and twos because they're jingling around in my pocket. If I have a pocket full of ones and twos in America, I'm like, I got this gigantic wad of cash. It's like go somewhere and then you pull it out. You're like, it's fucking $5. Okay, it's I think I got 9. Okay, I got some more in this pocket, more in this pocket. It's like fucking 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Fuck, I have no money. It's like, whereas in Canada, the bills start at 5. So I got a pocket full of bills. I've got actually some money on me. So, anyways.
You're going to say it's not? I understand.
It's like when you go places, like what happens is I spend all, because you, as a tourist, you get 20s and 50s, right? And even 50s, some places won't take them, right? So you get 20s. So you have a handful of American 20, you have a stack at the hotel that you lock up and stuff, and you have 20s. But then every time you buy something, you don't want to have to pull change out, and you see, you're traveling, you're being on vacation, so you just throw a 20 at them. And so what happens is you just build up ones. And so what ends up, the good news is when you're on vacation, you also need tip money a lot of times. So you just use that as tip money, but you end up with a lot of fucking ones. So a lot of times I'll come back from vacation in the States and I'll have like, a wad of bills, but it's all ones. So, you end up with just a ton of ones.
You're missing the point. Unlawful use of force. I'm not detained. I'm not under arrest. If a cop comes up to me and pushes me, I'm going to smack his hand. If he grabs me...
That would be ag assault.
It's not. I got direct deed. Write my name down and look it up. I've done this several times.
Christopher Ruff, CHRI.
I got put in handcuffs for ag assault. And you know who let me out? The supervisor, because it's not ag assault.
Okay.
You know self-defense in Arizona is equal force. And that goes for everybody.
Right, but that doesn't mean that we can't remove someone from
Yes, it does. You can't touch me.
All right, what's your name?
You can't touch me.
You wanted to give me your name.
Okay, listen, I have to tell all the members. Some people got gifts. Cheshire Cat just joined. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if you were previously a member, and I feel like you were, but it doesn't matter. Either way, thank you very much. Appreciate it if you renewed or if you're a previous member. And ANA, thank you very much. But I do have to tell everybody, if you are a member, there is going to be a makeup stream. I know I already kind of mentioned it, and I've been, I've been failing at the live stream portion of the YouTube thing right now. Just sometimes I get into little funks and I just was having troubles live streaming. So this has been a nice little Band-Aid ripoff, but just keep in mind, if you're a member, I'm sorry. And by the way, if somebody out there was a member and they expected me to have the stream and they don't want a member because they can't afford it or whatever, there's got to be a way to gift a membership for a month or something. We can figure it out. Just if you have a problem, send me a message on Discord. But that is going to happen. I have to make a fool of myself, and no, it cannot be on the regular part of the channel because thank you very much, Cheshire, for becoming a member. I can't scare the regular viewers. Okay, it's a joke thing. Sure, there's going to be people that don't get that, and I just don't want to frighten too many of the normies. So, just there is that. So, we're going to let D finish out his video here, though, too. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Cheshire Cat, thank you for becoming a member. NANA, I really appreciate it. 666 American Ducats. Hail Satan. That's, by the way, just everybody, that's a joke from when the Flat Earth, which NANA still kind of hangs in. But the Flat Earth crew, the people like FTFE making fun of Flat Earth, a lot of them are fairly religious, and there'd be a lot of they like threes and reoccurring sixes. They kind of get excited about that stuff. So, a lot of times people would donate 333 or 666, and that's where that joke comes from.
Are you
Start asking about me, yeah.
No, I remember.
No normies here, says Vegas Baby Girl. I don't know.
And my YouTube channel's
I don't know. They come through. Or they say things like, Beaver, stop talking. Let's play the video.
I've got it. Direct D. I've got at least 5 videos.
Direct E or D?
Direct D.
Just think of it as direct dick.
Trust me,
It'll remind you.
Prosecutors in the entire state have already seen all these videos.
Okay.
You're not going to introduce
I think I
them
saw
to
one of them.
I got 160,000 subscribers, bro. They're
all right.
They know my
What's your
shit.
date of birth, Chris?
I'm not going to tell you all
Okay,
that.
that's fine. All right. Any
I'm
other
just
questions
being
for
friendly with
I mean, he's on his way to being, how somebody tell me what's the biggest channel out there for cop watchers and auditors. I mean, he's not an auditor, he's a cop watcher. He doesn't do audits. But I mean, so putting them in the same category, let's just for a moment. How many subs is Long Island Audits? Is he Beaver's a closet crossdresser, hence the makeup kit? This is one of those cheap makeup kits I got, I could prove I'm telling the truth anyways if I wanted to. This is like one of those cheap, fucking ghetto, buy your daughter's, here, sweetheart, here's a makeup kit you could start with. It's like fucking aluminum and it's fucking cheap. It weighs nothing. Come with a couple lipsticks. And then my wife gifted me this for my stocking at Christmas. So we're serious, okay? I will say one thing though. I have a propensity to want to buy wigs when I go to actual costume stores because I think they're fucking hilarious. Me and the pink wig with the beard is just unsettling, and I think it's funny. But beyond that, I don't know. So you guys just don't know. I've got this whole OnlyFans in the background or pink wigs, and I don't want to scare you, so I don't want to get into the details,
So when are you guys gonna get in touch with me?
So I will watch the video. If I see
those make decent ammo box. Actually, it's a good point. I have a real ammo box right here.
Then it has to go up the chain. It takes a little longer.
You're not going to see no policy violations. I've had the gang unit push me. I smacked his hand too.
I smacked his
name?
ass.
Oh, McIlvain. I smacked McIlvain's fucking hand.
I smacked that ass so hard.
Close, and he didn't know what to do. He put his hand right back in his pocket.
I have one of these. One of these for hunting because I was duck hunter. I mean, I've been an everything hunter. It's really dusty. It's old. It's got some shotgun shells hanging around. Ooh, that is rusty. That's a little rusty. Anyways. Well, this isn't working either. This hasn't been cleaned in ever. Anyways. Hunting stuff. Yeah, these keep you, it's got a rubber seal, it keeps your shit dry, so if it goes overboard, I mean, that would sink like a motherfucker, it's full of ammo, but it'd be dry when you found it.
Pocket, because he knows you cannot touch me.
Okay.
You can't come up to me and touch me. If you do, I'm going to defend myself.
So Leah has 415,000 subs. Well, hey, I'll say one thing. Direct D is well on his way. I mean, what do we got here? He's got 167, so I mean, I wonder who's growing faster. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Hold on.
Same goes with him and any
legally,
other
it depends on what the situation is. But
if I'm detained or under arrest, you can't just move me, dude. I don't understand why you don't understand that. You can't just move me. I will defend
I'm not going to
myself.
argue with you. Is there anything else I can do?
No. I mean, I just don't ever touch me because we will go to court over it.
I want to hear from you.
Okay, I'll give you a call.
I know what you're gonna tell me.
I got priors for it.
It's the same. It's the same shit Mesa tells me. It's the same thing. Okay. The bottom line is man, is I'm reasonable. I'm reasonable. And if he would, they never.
The thing that's crazy is sometimes you search for certain people on these things and you can't find them. I wonder what his name, what his channel also goes under. Like if I click right here, what's it listed as? It's Direct D. That's so weird. I don't understand.
Realistic. Be realistic. If you had gone fuck off and then backed up to the sidewalk.
I said fuck off and stood there. Then he starts taping around me, man.
Okay.
And he, as soon as he like walked right this to me with the tape.
Okay.
Like walked right into me. That he gave me no reason to move. He gave me no chance to move. He gave me nothing. He just starts pushing me.
So you would abuse your authority if I exercise.
See, I can't find. Okay, I'll show you this. Like this is his one channel right here. But like it's crazy. Like if I type in Direct D, I get this bullshit right. Let's see if I do it this way. Yeah, I get this right here. And this is not his channel. So, which is really fucking annoying. I wonder if Direct D. Oh, you know what? I wonder what's his at. What was that? Was that a donation? 666. That video of you taking a maple syrup bath was enough. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, that was fun back in the day. Oh shit, what did I click on? Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Let's see here. What's his at? Does anybody know how to find his at? Like, oh, there it is. At Direct D. Direct_D.
Hey, I want to let you know that.
Okay, I can find that. There we go. Okay. So let's see. He's growing. Let's see, we got an average weekly average. So he's growing about 1,000 subscribers a week. Man, Chili's catching up to him. Anyways. Let's see. He's got, so that's pretty awesome, by the way. He's got like 500,000 views a week. These are probably authentic for Chris, to be honest with you. His channel's down a little bit on subs, actually. Recently, 23,000 in a month. That was November. It's pretty good. A lot of his court stuff was happening. See how his graph actually resembles? Look at, like, he's got like these bumps and weaves here, and then he's got views go up, and then I don't know what happened here. He probably deleted something. Cheshire with another $5 American dollars. Membership is $2, and I gifted his $5 per. So I would rather donate instead, my man. Membership is $2, and I gifted his $5. Oh, it probably gifts the second tier membership though, or something. I don't know if there's a reason for that, or that's a bit weird. And we need to chat about HVAC. Yeah, I mean, send me a Discord message if you want. And then, okay, so then you look here, you see how he's got like this bump in subscribers. He's got this bump in views. You know, he goes up. He's got this peak in views up here. He's got this peak in subscribers. Chili's didn't look anything like that until we pointed it out, and then I think he bought views. But anyway, so this is Direct D channel. So he's growing an average of 1,000 per week. And I wonder, now these are, when I show you this part, this is horribly inaccurate, okay? These are based on, I don't know whatever kind of algorithm they use to do this, but it's not very correct. Because people's channels will speed up and slow down, and it kind of bases these numbers on the now. So that's how you get these. Oh, we got another. Welcome to Dam Build. Joshua Lee, I'm pretty sure, has been a member in the past and might just be membering back up because I have at least mentioned that I definitely haven't forgotten about that makeup stream. You freaks. I'm just kidding. But I feel like Joshua was a member. So thank you very much, Joshua. Joshua Lee. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So you got to be careful. The squirrels are everywhere. So apparently this is what they think for DirectD's channel. So let's see here. In 1 year and 2 months, he would be potentially passing Long Island audits. Now, that's, I guess Long Island audits is probably growing too, which is what I'm about to compare here. Because these are like, there's been times where it's told me I'm going to, wait, am I doing this right? Is it Long Island audits? Oh, here, is this it? No, that can't be it. Oh, this one right at the top. Thank you for becoming a DM builder. Oh wow, he's really on a climb, eh? Interesting. So okay, so he's getting wow, yeah, it's pretty good. 1.6. Yeah, so he is growing. Bigger channels will snowball harder. So yeah, at the current rate, Chris is not going to be catching up to Leah. Because yeah, let's see the projections here. And again, these are subject to horrible inaccuracy, to be honest with you, but they give you a bit of an idea of the current growth speed kind of thing. So it's estimating that Leah will be 1 million subscribers in 1 year and 4 months, approximately. And Direct D will be 1 million subscribers in 2 years and 4 months. Interesting. Wonder if they ever cross. Let's go all the way to 5 years, 3.4. There's no telling that they'd get that high. It's just predicting at like a, you know, see how it gives like a bit of a bow here. It's predicting like with a bit, because it does predict a bit of growth. Like you usually gain subs faster and faster as you become a bigger channel if you're still growing. But truth be told, the average YouTuber's time on YouTube is like 7 years. So, you know, I don't know, by the time he gets 2 years in, who knows? I don't know how many years they're in at that point, but they might be running near their end for most people. But yeah, so it has him going to 2.7 in 2 years, 10 months. That's, oh, see, look at that. 2 years, 10 months. Hold on. Oh, no. What am I thinking? I'm shit at remembering numbers. 2.7. Yeah, so 4 years. Yeah, no. To be honest with you, I think it's projecting rough is accelerating quicker, but Leah's just got that head start. So I doubt they'll anyways. And then there's this asshole Oleg Welch up there, that son of a bitch. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's projections. Let's see these horribly inaccurate projections. Let's see here. Well, apparently when you get to the same amount of subscribers as I have, again, these are horribly inaccurate, you will have 7.3 million views. So I have 600,000. But anyways, that's why these are based on, like, that's so crazy. Like, I wonder what... We're about to get out of this. Just give me 1 second. I'm just geeking out here with you guys. Oh, that's so cool. I typed Beaver 0 and I put beside Z Frank. That is a fucking honor. Straight up. And I get it. It's just a search. It's because based on the term, it's the Z and shit. I get it. It doesn't matter. An honor, sir. Oh fuck, wrong one, but that guy's channel. I'll tell you. It's projections. Where are we? Maybe. I seriously have doubts. 8 months? You know. No, listen. Share it with a friend. We need to do better than 10,000 in 8 months. Yes, it will happen in 2023, so help me God. But come on. 8 months. Eat my asshole, Social Blade. Anyways, moving on. How's everybody doing? We've been going for 2.5 hours. I'm innocent. I think they're not even close to predicting. I have 300K, nearly 400. It's crazy. I've only got like 600. My if I was putting out more content, I'd probably grow faster. I've been trying to work on that, as you've seen. So, not for the lives. I've been doing a horseshit job for the lives, but yeah. Oh, over 100 likes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hey, and to everybody who's donated so far, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. You got it. Yeah, it's Cheshire, NANA. I can't zoom up fast enough. More Cheshire. McAddicts with the Canadian donation. We got Chibi. Yeah, that's as far up as I can go. I can get the list over here. But yes, thank you very much so far. I really appreciate it. I don't think there's a whole lot more to talk about. I mean, obviously, there's always... D doesn't have a whole lot of other content right this moment. I hope to see more soon. He's going like this whole going Sovsit thing is just beautiful. I love it. Did you guys see the video Delete Laws put out the other day? We might as well finish on some Delete Laws. Let's have some fun with him for a second. Did you see his little video about, like, go to delete DLZ clips? By the way, if anybody knows where this song comes from, it's probably off of, like, Epidemic Sound or something like that. But if you do know where he got it, I would be curious because I'd love to fucking clown him and I need the song to do it. But if you didn't see this, guys, go to DLZ clips. Oh, wait, hold on. While we're here, before we go to DLZ clips, or before we watch this, hold on. DLZ clips reloaded. Guys, he's got 415 subscribers. They're on a massive push to get 1,000 subscribers before the weekend is through. It is fucking Wednesday. They failed. Let's just put it that way.
The Delete Laws Clips Palooza Weekend
By the way, the echo is on his end, not my end. Sorry about that.
premiere after premiere after premiere all weekend long. We are running 2 or 3 days straight of nothing but premieres. Everything I've done, all the little clips I've done over the past couple years, you're gonna get to see absolutely everything. I'm talking everything. I'm doing this because our goal is to make 10,000 subscribers in this one weekend. Send it to a friend, send it off. DLZ Clips Reloaded. If you are a patriot and you love this country, but you want to take it back from the police state, prison state, death state, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like
Yeah, if that Discord link doesn't work, just let me know. Every once in a while it needs updating.
button and share this channel with a friend. On DLZ Clips, you're going to see the best of the stuff I've done over the past year and a half on YouTube. We want to get 10,000 subscribers on this account. That means I need you to drop a comment right now. Go down there, watch the whole video from front to back because it's clips. It's just little tiny clips.
Little clips.
Go down there, write a comment right
Hold on,
now.
I want you to see that again. It's fucking...
Video from front to back because it's clips. It's just little tiny clips, just little clips.
It's little
Go
clips.
down there,
It's little bitty clips.
write a comment right now. This is badass. Hey, I want to share this with my friend. Listen, we have a merch store. I was just sporting the Delete Laws hat. So, you know, the cool thing about the Delete Laws hat is if you're wearing this hat and you're filming a copper and the copper says anything to you, you can say, hey, look, you can do whatever you want, copper, but I'm filming you. And the Delete Laws hat right here, what this does is...
So wait. I love this, by the way, okay? We gotta jump in because we're not here to steal Chili's content. We're here to comment on it. And it's true because this made me laugh. And don't get me wrong, it's a great idea, but Chili's trying to mobilize his audience. His real audience is very small, so he's trying to mobilize what actual audience he has into doing his work for him and then sending him the clips so that he can profit off of them sending 3 cameras. Okay, I need to know the song. I tried to Shazam it and it didn't work, which means it's probably off of something like Epidemic Sound or possibly YouTube, the YouTube audio library. However, if it was the YouTube audio library, I believe it would show up down here. Down here would show as like there would be a copyright through the YouTube audio library, which it's still got a copyright, even though it's like we're allowed to use it. It still shows up. The fact that it doesn't show up here means it hasn't been claimed, which means that he likely has that. He probably has Epidemic Sound. I have Epidemic Sound. A lot of people have Epidemic Sound. So it gives you a license to the music on their platform, which is a lot of music. But I need that song because when you say 3 cameras, yeah, like I wanna film like a mocking version of Chili's, except I haven't figured out like if I can get the song and if it works. You know, it was with editing things. Some things don't work as well as you think they're going to. But I was like, I don't know. I just put myself in ridiculous situations. Like I'll be washing the dishes and I'll be like, we have like change cameras on myself and stuff. It'd be fun.
Send this clip into Delete Laws and he will air the footage because I'm a subscriber to DLZ Clips and I commented, I shared, and so I recorded this video, Copper, Mr. Crime Stopper, but you're not. And so I'm recording you so I can send this video clip to Delete Laws. And he does air the subscribers' videos from time to time. Yes, he does. YouTube could nuke this channel at any minute. This channel could get nuked. This channel could get nuked. We could get nuked. So that's why I need this backup channel with my partner Colin, and he's going to be running this backup channel. I need you to subscribe and to like and to share and to get this hat right here and to wear this hat. You can get it on.
So just so you know, since Chili has posted this video, okay? Let's go back here. Okay, so let's see here. It's so ridiculous. So since Chili posted this video, let's see, it was like out on like Friday or something. So his main channel since Friday has gone up 1.8, 1.5. Let's just make that 2, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 4.67. So he's gone up 4.7 thousand subscribers in, you know, that many days. And he's told all of these new subscribers, he's got all of these new subscribers. 4.7 in 5 days. 4.7 thousand. Holy shit. It's like, well, that's his whole week almost. Look at that. But anyways, so 4.5 thousand subscribers since he posted that video. And how many people does he have at Delete Laws Clips? 514. Everybody head on over to Delete Laws Clips. We're playing non-stop content all day long.
When I find out who you
Well, how
are,
fucking fitting.
dox you.
Hi, Chili.
I swear to Jesus. When I subpoena
We got a little
your
Chili.
information and I find out who you are,
You're getting doxxed.
I'm
Who's
gonna
that?
dox you.
Degeneration Nation is getting doxxed, guys. You heard it here. Hey, Degen, you're getting doxxed. Okay, just Chili popping in to tell you you're getting doxxed. So yeah, no, it's just great because if you look here, look at this. Look at this. They're running non-stop content, guys. What's up?
Yo, welcome to the DLZ Clips Reloaded Palooza. We are running 2 or 3 days straight of nothing but premieres. Everything I've done, all the little clips I've done over the past couple years, you're going to get to see absolutely everything. I'm talking everything. I'm doing this because our goal is to make 10,000 subscribers in this one weekend. Send it to a friend, send it off. DLZ Clips Reloaded. Do me a favor, everybody hit the like button.
So Cindy Sue says someone should write an email with this exact wording and video. Could be anything anti-Chili. Create a new Google account first, of course. Send it. So I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I mean, yeah, like what I wanted to do is I wanted to take that song if I can get a hold of it, and I would like make like a spoof version of Chili's. Like, oh, why does it cut that wording off? Oh, that's bullshit. Well, that needs to be fixed. That's awfully small font. Well, anyways, I read it. I'll work on that. I did just update the Beaver and stuff, so there's going to be bugs.
Drop a comment down below as soon as you can. Please drop a comment. Share this channel with a friend. We want to get 10,000 subscribers before Monday.
Somebody's doxing Digital, not here. Oh, no. It was because you. Sorry, look at you just. Well, I'd have to go back on my own stream. Here, I can simulate it. Here, watch. When you subscribe, you get doxed. Okay, see right here.
When I find out who you are, I'm going to dox you. I swear to Jesus. When I subpoena your information and I find out who you are, I'm going to dox you.
Yeah. If you support the channel, Degeneration Nation, you get doxed by Chili. That's how it works around here. I'm sorry. I didn't think you. I thought you knew. I thought you knew. That was like that's always been the rules here. If you support like subscribers, he's every once in a while he pops down if you super chat. But if you subscribe or join as a member, he absolutely will dox you. Yeah, he's getting it. It's a joke. I mean, I think it's a joke. Well, his fucking words, he literally was doing that to Kate's fans. So, I mean, I assume that you're safe because he's a clown. But no. But, you know, you support the channel, you're getting doxxed. That's how it works.
Monday, 10,000 subscribers before Monday. Hit the subscribe button. Hit your bell notifications. How many comments have you dropped below? Subscribe to DLZ.
Guys, he really made that threshold. They wanted 1,000 subscribers, but wait, did he say 10,000? How many? Hold on, 1,000, right? Come on.
To DLZ clips.
Wait, where was it?
Hit the subscribe. If you can, please drop a comment. Share this channel, friend.
Right.
Send it off. DLZ clips reloaded. Do me a favor, everybody, hit the like button. Drop a comment.
Didn't he say it here?
With a friend. We want to get 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, it's fucking 10,000. Holy shit, that was never happening. It's not little Chili, his life-sized. Petty chat for Maria it pisses him off. Hey, Maria, that chat was for you, buddy. That chat was for you. You got screaming. Okay, listen, every once in a while, it's set as a rarity now. So it's like getting like a Pokemon Go or like a Hatchimal or something like that. Like if you super chat every once in a while, Chili will pop down. But for the subscriber, it's 100%. Yeah, 10,000. He was looking for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the weekend. Look at guys. So then this got me wondering, like, do you guys think that Chili doesn't know that somebody's buying subs for him? He also promised us mafia trolls we were going to jail, and I'm still waiting. So disappointed. I know, right? I was excited when I was told that I was an enforcer for like a mafia. I mean, I went and got myself a suit. I started wearing cufflinks and shit. I was super disappointed when nothing came of that. I started practicing smoking cigars and shit. I had to get one of those fancy little things you cut the cigar with. I mean, I was full in. I thought that was it. I'm mafia now. I was a made man, you know? But, you know, it just wasn't true. It just wasn't true. I'm so sad, you know? You guys see what he did with, because you guys watch Gunner TV, right? Like, if you didn't see it, we're not going to be watching the whole video. If you want to see the video, you go to Gunner TV's channel. That is Gunner TV right here. Check it out. Gunner, if you get a copyright thing for that, how's it going? Appreciate you not claiming me. Plus, I don't think you would because, you know. But here, I'm going to introduce some people to Gunner here.
More like no funner. Sorry, I should have known my audience. I'm sorry. Police audits, what's that? Well, police, and audit a methodical examination and review. If you live in America where we've had issues, it seems like something on paper that pretty much any reasonable person would be okay with. And you're
Joshua Lee coming in hot with another $5 and the tiny little text right there. Hey, how about a pitch? We could do a Chili alarm clock. Whoop, 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 yeet, yeet, yeet. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? That's funny, actually. Can you imagine waking up to that shit? That's funny. Oh, my God. That's so good. I mean, really, with the power of MP3, we probably could.
You're calling that obnoxious, Gunner? That's what you want to run with? You sure about that one? And yes, I will, because these audits aren't what you might think they are. Much like this mustache on my face, it might seem like a good idea at first, but the results end up being pretty gross. Police audits refer specifically to recorded interactions with police where the person filming audits the officer's knowledge of the laws and their constitutional rights as a citizen. However, the person filming often doesn't know the laws or their constitutional rights as a citizen. They're asking that you be trespassed.
Yeah, let's just get forward faster here. How the fuck are we here?
For sponsoring this video. How the fuck did it get so dark? I think the best way to show you just how awful these videos are is to jump straight into one. So let's watch Eat My Shorts, Copper. Bad cop tries to solicit a trespass against me.
Hey, Joshua, by the way, I think I said thank you properly, but I do appreciate it.
Unconstitutional, #audit. With the thumbnail reading, biggest dunce cap copper of 2023. Never mind how he talks like a bully from Sandlot. Let's check out this interaction because this cop must have been pretty out of line to get that hard-hitting title.
So anyways, he did this whole thing on Chili. I just want to show one part. Because we've all had the idea, and it's fucking awesome. Here, just this part here.
Trifold.
Send me a picture of Techline versus Danforth to my 2445 number.
What is a trifold? I'm glad you asked. This is a pamphlet Chili sells for $25 that has a bunch of Supreme Court cases you can reference, usually incorrectly, when arguing with cops. And it's printed on indestructible paper. Sure it is.
I don't know where he gets his audio from. I mean, I guess I could take a look here. Yep, no clue. So we'll just, he's playing awesome music. Here.
You all right, man?
So anyways, he's 200,000 subscribers and he just covered Chili the other day. That's where Chili's getting a lot of hate right now. But yeah, so there's this guy, but if you want to see what Chili did about it, look at this. Check this out. Oh, I have it muted. Where the fuck's that button?
This is a pamphlet Chili sells for...
Here.
What is a trifold? I'm glad you asked. This is a pamphlet Chili sells for $25 that has a bunch of Supreme Court cases you can reference when arguing with cops. And it's printed on indestructible paper.
He should have stopped the music for the indestructible paper part, made it part of the joke. Like, he should have been just stop the music and then indestructible paper. And that could have been the end of the... He could have ended it with this, just no music. I think it would have worked better. Anyways, instead he used that music right to the end. But yeah, so there was that Gunner TV bullshit. I think that's it. I think we've hit the end, everybody. When I saw that, I just thought it was funny, the changing angles, like, you know. My wife saw it over my shoulder. She's like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, yeah, I thought the same thing. She's like, why so many camera changes? I'm like, I think it's artistic. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, this is funny. He's probably seen Michael Bay do it or something and figured it was... Jesus Christ.
Brother, you can't tell me where to move my feet.
God, these are terrible.
Hi everybody, my name is Delete Laws, Jose Maria de Castro, but my friends call me Chili. If you would please, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers in 1 weekend, right here on DLZ Clips. Thank you, and enjoy the next premiere.
Got one comment, fuck, that we can't, wait, can I make it pop up? What premiere asshat? What is fucking... What? It's just...
Shut your mouth.
Oh my god, what's happening here? Whoa, 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 can't even show a gun. Yeah, get off the fucking screen. Oh my god, we're not allowed to show guns. It's like a huge fucking deal now. Don't delete my channel, YouTube, okay? It's apparently a huge fucking deal now. It's in the I don't know if you guys know this, but if you don't, it's like in the terms of service now. Like, guns on edited content are okay, but not on non-edited content, to the point where like I was watching was it Moist Critical? Wonder if it pops up. Penguin's there. Here we go. Like, even the other day, I was watching. See here if it's up here.
Through the...
Like, watch this. Right here. So, like, Moist Critical, huge YouTuber because of the new terms of service.
Oh my god.
He was watching a police chase.
This is also one of the... Okay, hold on. I already know TOS is coming up because I know he shoots again. I know no one gets hit. I don't want to take any chances here.
Those officers.
Police should use grapple hooks. I actually said that.
Like, he keeps having at certain points, he keeps having to, like, he takes it off the screen because somebody uses a gun.
Light of day. It's a miracle he didn't get executed by the cops. Like, these are not smart people. Oh, wow. So someone did timestamps of...
I'm in the wrong spot, but he does it a few times where he pulls away, because I think it's right here.
I'll take Chris's job for a minute and tell you what happens here. I know that it's around this point. Yep. What happens is the driver slows down, leans out of the window, and fires a fucking machine gun at the police behind him. So he leans
So, but the reason he's pausing and he's pulling away, like before the part that he thinks that he knows is happening, coming up, is because he's super afraid of showing that gun on his live stream. Because showing a gun, especially a gun shooting at people, is like TOS, like delete your channel violating now, apparently. So it's a little stupid. It doesn't allow you to like react naturally to things at all that you've never seen, because the problem is if all of a sudden, like, you know, like if somebody whips out a gun and flails it around and you have it on your stream, you could, I think it's probably depends on the situation. I don't think it's like an immediate trigger or something like that. And then somebody texts me, it's like, your stream's already offline. Like, what the fuck? Anyways. That news channel is notorious for striking. Well, I was inceptioning it. It was inside his content, inside my content. Look it, we did streamception, okay? I don't know if it can. You're, by the way, yes. Thank you for the pointing that out. You're right, by the way. I'm just fucking around. But like, look. They'll never catch us in streamception. Okay, this is streamception mode. They cannot find us. A gun on stream is fine, but it being fired at. Well, no, Oleg. Apparently, even the gun being on the screen is. You better go read that again, because unless they changed it again the other day. The new terms of service for it is basically that a gun can't even be in somebody's hand. Like literally, like they're not even allowed to be holding the gun, Oleg. So like if somebody whips out a gun on a live stream, then you could be deleted. Like, so like back in the day, like when Dr. Dave pulled out that gun on was it Team Skeptic stream or whoever's stream he was on, when he pulled out that AK and was like, this is my gun, that would literally get whoever's channel Dave was on in trouble because they live streamed a gun. Because guns are scary, says McAddicts. I mean, I get a little, like, I get it if, like Oleg said, if people were shooting at people or if there was actually violence occurring with the gun, I could appreciate that. But the route that YouTube has gone with this is like no guns at all on the screen. It can't be in somebody's hand. It can't be, but edited content is fine, and I guess that's because it gets vetted by the AI first, and so there's no like surprises in their advertising, I guess. I don't really understand why, but this is only for we need to see the new TOS. Well, it's brand new. It's like you just have to look it up. Let's see here. Use how to make silencers, use how to install bump stock, live streams that feature someone holding. See right here. Here are some examples of content that isn't allowed on YouTube. Here, let me. If you're posting content, blah, blah, blah. Examples. Here are some examples of content that is not allowed on YouTube. Links in the title, description of the video, sites where firearms are accessible, blah, 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 blah. Displaying a firearm with the intention to sell the firearm via private sale includes giving a seller phone number, email address, blah, blah, blah. Showing users step-by-step instructions how to finish a lower receiver in order to complete a fabricated firearm. Showing users how to make a silencer, blah, blah, blah. Showing users how to install a bump stock. Live streams that feature someone holding or handling a firearm, regardless of whether or not they are firing it. Note, this does not include firearms in video games. Live streams that feature someone transporting firearms from place to place, such as by carrying them or traveling with them by car, truck, or other vehicle. Note, this does not include firearms in video games. Please remember these are just some examples and don't post content if you think it might violate the policy. So right there, it says literally, live streams that feature someone holding or handling a firearm, regardless of whether or not they are firing it. So you are no longer allowed to just feature, and it does say, there is a keyword here, feature. Now, feature, I guess that would be up to debate on whether or not they are the feature of the video. However, if you feature them in a video, then that, it just depends on how you use this word feature right here. But suffice to say, under the new terms of service, you are not allowed to show a gun even in somebody's hand in a live stream. Hey, y'allsies, it's Guns Raver. We are going to be finishing soon, Guns, and I will be doing an earlier stream in the future, too. This is just me firing back up, getting my life going here again. But yeah, transporting. So you're not allowed to transport. You can't have a bunch of guys in the back of a, like, you can't have, like, D and his friends with a, I mean, they're all felons and stuff, so I don't think they have them, but you couldn't have, like, D and his boys with a AK in the back while they cruise around, you know, exercising their rights of carrying and stuff, because they would be displaying transporting of a firearm. And then what happens if the content violates this policy? Oh, no, absolutely. Oleg, yeah, Oleg, if you pre-pixelate it. But the problem is, if you do what I did there just now, for instance, if you display content and you don't know what's in the content, like this is okay on short, it's not, by their definition, this video right here is not okay by live streams. It's just not. It says it right there. Let me find this again. Here's the. So if your content violates this policy, we'll remove the content and send you an email to let you know. If this is your first time violating the community guidelines, you'll likely get a warning with no penalty to your channel. If it's not, we may issue a strike against your channel. If you get 3 strikes within 90 days, your channel will be terminated. You can learn more, blah, blah. Right here. We may terminate your channel or account for repeated violations of the community guidelines, blah, blah, blah. Right here. Listen. Right here. Now listen. We may also terminate your channel or account after a single case of severe abuse, or when the channel is dedicated to policy violation. So, I mean, and again, the problem is you don't know how people are gonna, you know, the people that are reviewing your video are going to, you know, at YouTube are going to assess that. If you find content that violates this policy, then just let us know, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, right there. Cannot live stream somebody holding a weapon. Doesn't matter if they're firing it. So yeah. Their wording's always lackey as hell. That's how they do it. That way, when they determine that you violated guidelines, it's loose. It's the same thing with laws for police, right? They try to leave them as broad as possible, and then of course, you know, that's why if a law is too broad, eventually it might become unbroadened or just deleted altogether, because if it's too broad and it catches too many people, then it kind of gets itself in the crosshairs of people that go, wait a minute, this is too broad. And then if they form a constitutional challenge and they have the money and the time to do it, or stupid enough, either way, sometimes that happens too, and they win, then the laws change, right? So it's one of those things where police, my dad was a police officer too, so like they're often encouraged not to abuse the laws. Like if there's a law and it's got a little bit of wiggle room that you can use it in certain cases for this or that to try to pull somebody over, let's say, as a very loose example. If you abuse that, then there's actually a good chance that somebody with time and money is going to come along eventually, and they're going to fight you on it. And if they win, the laws change, and now that tiny little bit of wiggle room that the police maybe could use a different interpretation, slightly different, you know, than you might, to pull over a person that they want to pull over because they suspect this or that, they lose it, right? So, but that's how the law works, right? So file lawsuits against YouTube. Oh yeah, that's the way to go. Sue YouTube. That's going to go well. Hey guys, my channel's not growing. I wonder why. That's it. They can't do that to me. Prove they did anything to you. Some guy just flicks a switch in the background and your channel just dies like an old flower. Fuck. Just wilts away and fucking just petals falling off. Like vagrancy laws. The pendulum always swings too far to each side until it inches back down over decades. That's true. So, okay. Well, you listen, we are at 3 hours almost. I probably should get out of here. I do appreciate everybody for being here. There's 68 people still in here, 107 likes. If you are in here and you haven't hit the like button yet, maybe do me a favor, hit that like button. If you want to hit dislike, if you dislike it, that's fair enough as well. Why? Because I gotta work in the morning. That's why I gotta go. If that's what you're saying, Gardens River, why leave? Because I've been on for 3 hours. I'm tired. I'm not Welsh News Network. I can't do it. I can't do it, Gardens. Hey, Gardens, aren't you, you're EU, right? So like, I'm going to be trying to do a stream, soon, because I got to get streaming again, in the afternoon, not in my night, because of course my night is basically almost your like middle of the night or morning. And it's not really fair to the EU fans. There are some EU fans, believe it or not, more than a few. There's a fair amount. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that. I probably will be doing a like 4 p.m. my time, which is still like 10 o'clock for a lot of Europe. But even possibly middle day stuff. Sometimes I'll be blunt with you. I often get into these funks and I need to get out of my own head, to get the fuck out of my own way. And that's partly what was happening the last month or two. So if you ask Vegas Baby Girl, I often was like, I need to stream and I got to try to stream like this week, like, and then it just, something gets in the way and it just doesn't happen. So part of that is I probably was slacking off on fixing some things up in my editor here so I could stream my vMix. And it's a shitty excuse, but it's the one I'm going to use because I don't know, it is what it is. I just, for some reason, couldn't get the time and make myself stream. So this was a little bit like pulling the Band-Aid off. I had a lot of fun. And I really do appreciate you guys coming around, hitting the like button and subscribing, joining, big members, hanging out. I was trying Vegas Baby Girls in the background going, hey, you streaming today? So yeah, so she's been good. It's good. I appreciate it. I don't mind that Vegas Baby Girl. It's a good reminder that I have people that do enjoy watching me and I enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I think I saw the light go off over there. My wife's probably already slipped into bed on me, which is fine. But yeah, I was trying, guys. I'll help you out, Vegas. Liz is bugging me in the background too. That's okay. I like everybody. I really appreciate it. But listen, I will jump out of here. It has been a long time. I am a little bit tired. I'm pretty fatigued. I did work a bit today, not as much as I can't claim that's the reason I'm tired. But seriously, keep your eye peeled for more content because if you haven't noticed, I have been putting up more content again, and I do have something. Well, we reviewed a lot of what the next video is going to be on, but there's a lot of people that don't tune into the live streams. They only tune into the produced content. So, you know, do me a favor, tune in. You can walk away from the computer, let it run. Just hit that like button when you do see the content come out. And other than that, there's some soft sit stuff involving, there was a short about that too. That's the girl that like telling the other girl about the blood of the body, you know, and all this shit. It's interesting. There's a lot of little tidbits in there. So it's like an hour and a half long. So I got to filter through it and get all the goodies out of it. So, and I'm getting notices in the background. Who's talking to me? Who's talking? Yeah, giggity's happening back here. Anyways, okay. Well, you know what? I will talk all night. And honestly, I've got this disease where not disease. It's like, I don't like leaving. I like talking to you guys and I would love to talk all night. Goddins, I appreciate the encouragement. Sorry, I got to take off. But yeah, I will try to do an earlier stream for the EU members. And what are you doing up right now, Goddins? It must be like 4 in the morning. You're probably one of these productive people that gets up in the morning and like jogs and 6:30 a.m. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, well, I guess not. I guess you'd be farther. Yeah, so you're right. It would be even earlier. Wow, that's crazy. I have to go to work. Well, there you go. Okay, well, hey, listen. Have a good day at work. And I really hope you have a nice day. I hope the weather's nice over there in the EU. And everybody else over here in North America with me or England or wherever you are. I really appreciate you coming, hanging out, chilling, listening to me while you do things and just letting me be part of your crew. So, pissy, stormy weather. Well, it's really cold here, so if you want some of the -30, I mean, they're always like, it's bitter cold in Ukraine. It is whatever temperature, which I'm not in a trench, so no worries. I'm not going to say that we have it harder somehow. But it's like, they're like, the bitter cold of Ukrainian winter. And I'm like, it's like a fucking regular February day. But I guess it's us and Russia up here freezing our asses off. So anyways, have a good night, everybody. Really appreciate it. I will talk all day if you let me. Where's my damn outro button here? I don't even know which one it is. Do I have an outro? I thought I had an outro. Oh, I don't have an outro. Do I not? It's just how much I've been streaming. Oh, here it is. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you very much. See you later. Oh, it's at Beaver 0 now, though. We got that fixed. It wasn't letting me at the time, so that's why it's still Beaver there. It's brainy. Oh, I just don't like it anymore. I like this Beaver 0 better. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.